How you guys doing? Hello! How are y'all doing? My mic wasn't working there for a second. That was scary. Guys, who's ready for Steins Gate? Unfortunately, I have to go soon. That's all right, Piccolo. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna try my very best to do an early stream tomorrow. So. Tell me all your problems, let it out. Yo, Piccolo, thank you so much for the 7 months. Yo! Thank you so much. Looking at apartments checked one out already. Ooh, that's fun. Was the one you checked out nice? I have no school tomorrow, which is fun. Yo, I don't have work tomorrow either. But I usually don't have work on Fridays, but now it's like doubly so. Uh-oh. Eric's what you do. That sounds interesting. I studied but too far, and the one guy gave me an off feeling. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not great. I think I've just been called for dinner. I'm gonna go grab dinner. Guys, I'll be back. Hello, I'm back. I just went to go grab dinner. Hello, I'm back. What's this? So today, during my counseling session, I expressed concerns of autism. They confirmed it's likely because I have the symptoms. They know I have, but they said, no, be sure to do me for other parents to go before me. Ooh, that's exciting, Eric's. Hello, Mission. Hello, Huffle. How are you guys doing? Nothing at all. Hey. Need someone to tell me what to write about? Ooh, like a writing prompt? Game show. Totally not stolen from somewhere. But game show. Guys, I have pad thai. Woo! Okay. Guys, it is time for Steins Gate. I posted a thing last night. Ooh. So I just subbed with Prime, but the app was like, no, that alert will not happen. I don't know what it is with yours, Mischief, but like, it just doesn't go through right away, and I don't know why. But thank you so much for the subscription. Have a write about the life cycle of an iguana? You could do that. As president was focused on the cult here, forgot to make villains. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Deer will lay on decaying corpses because they produce heat, and the deer like that. Basically, deer treat corpses as their personal sauna. That's so cool. Why does it hate me? I don't know. It's super weird. It did this to you last time, didn't it? Where it didn't go through until, like, super late? Maybe there's, like a timer on it? Where, like, it's telling you can do it, but you actually still have, like, time from the last one? Does that make sense? Wings with my finger? What the F? Posted a fanfic in art last night because I found my first attempt to write fanfic. Oh! I love taking off makeup. It's so satisfying. I agree. Dying due to being encased in concrete is horrifying. You don't crush or asphyxiate as much as burn, as the concrete sucks all the moisture from your body. Also, it lets off heat as it dries. I feel like I knew that. Posted a banner? Yeah. Feel like to read it for whatever reason? I mean, I might. I won't read it on stream, though. No, Twitch alert actually showed up and said that there was an error. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Mischief, how did you sleep? How did you sleep? Please tell us about your sleep. Mischief, would you like to tell the class, of what I woke up to this morning? No? Okay. So anyway, come back about the name for toes because we just call them fingers of the feet. Oh. Oh. So were you trying to say winks of my toes? I just woke up. It's PM today. I woke up and thought it was time to get ready, so I... Fair. Yeah, no, yeah, I woke up this morning and my friends were in a Discord call from last night. You know? Yeah, okay, Bishop. Also, have I told you about everyone how I'm legally blind without glasses? So am I! When getting laser eye surgery, you can smell the parts of your eyes being shaved down. I knew that, actually. And they have to keep your eyes open, and they don't put you under or anything like that. You're fully awake. Yeah, well, at least I went to bed in the morning. So, Steins Gate. We haven't played Steins Gate in a little bit. Now. Do I make the Pussy trigger, liquid of life, whatever you like. I'm having laser eye surgery and I am not having a good time thinking about it. Just don't think about it, man. Just don't think about it. Yeah, just don't think about it. Whoops. So, liquid of life, okay. Bonk. Uma, hello! Posture check. Oh boy, Uma, oh, you chose a good stream to tune into. Oh boy. Was that wait. Wait, when was this when I woke up today or 5? They were just simply already, they were stone call the whole time. The whole time. All of it. Oh, the description. Yeah. So, okay, so we're playing Steins Gate. Steins Gate, for specifically Uma, who doesn't know, Steins Gate is, very briefly, a very, very, very brief description. It's a visual novel about a group of people who accidentally invent a time machine with a microwave. Now, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on as well, but that's basically... I did! I already did the bonk and everything! Bruh. You guys are so lucky I decided I was too tired to F with all I wanted to join, scream very loud, and then leave. You should have done it. You should have done it. Yeah, so... But the problem is that we're, Uma, we're pretty, just the Uma part or the whole thing? Wait, what? If you've been... Oh, though it's obvious you probably have, it's probably from there. What? 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 Anyway. Yo, 10 months. I think we already knew this, Eric's. So anyways, we're gonna play Steins Gate, and, now here's the thing, is, we've been playing Steins Gate for a bit, and we're at, like, a part. So, trigger warning for violent death, okay? That is not a joke. And and like my title says, it's gonna happen over and over and over and over again, okay? So as long as we're all aware that that's what's gonna happen. Maybe it's a good play on the countdown SMP whole tier. Yes. Sounds very concerning and terrible. Yes. See, it was a fun, really happy slice of life with time travel antics, and then consequences happened. Consequences for their actions. Anyways, it's time to see everyone's favorite girl die over and over again. Go to the scene, please. It's getting there. It's trying its best. You know? Sometimes it tries its best. Oh god, it's so... Anyway. I don't have the habit of doing things Wait, but I have the habit of doing things I regret. It's not, like, so bad. It's not extremely graphic or anything like that. Like, it's just more that, like, she's such a sweet girl and she's dying over and over again. What could possibly go wrong? You know? I don't think it could possibly go wrong. So he's stuck in a time loop right now. And basically the time loop is that he has approximately, I think 5 hours to figure out how to stop the person from dying at the end of the 5 hours. And then if he doesn't, he, like, resets it. And so he's trying all these different things. That's basically what's happening right now. As before, the Bronte workshop closed early. Mayuri appears as Shizuha and Mr. Braun are leaving. We run through kind of Moji backstreets to Oshomuzi Station, taking all the minimal precautions to avoid attracting attention. We have to get there before the Sobo line shuts down. We managed to make it to the station without being stopped. But when we get there, I see a group of men waiting by the entrance. They look like CERN. Change of plans. We turn around and head for the Shin Ozami subway station. I am not pronouncing that word right at all. Oh, new art. We arrive at the station later than I intended. I don't usually come here, so I got lost. Well, now you're 30 crabs and a rabbit, F you. Is Ollie here? I don't believe so. Or at least they haven't said hi yet. They might be lurking. According to the scrolling display, the Yamano, Kinshitoko, and Soba lines have already suspended operation. Miso-sen is so much better. That sounds like an America moment. Wait, it looks like the Shidota line has two. Gotta agree with you about the dates thing? What the F? Oh, I read that wrong. Dyslexic moment, actually. It must be protocol to assume that nearby stations may be threatened, even stations on unconnected lines. I invade everything that consumes me, I am God. F everyone, I am ascending now? What the F? What the F? What the F? Day month year is better. I agree. I just read what Eric said wrong. Damn. There she is! Best girl! She's here! Mary hasn't said a word about my strange behavior. This is the third time I've let her on this escape, but each time she follows me without complaint. Does she really trust me that much? Maybe she can feel my desperation. That's why I want so badly to save her. We've been together for more than a decade. She's like a little sister to me. I'll leap as many times as it takes. Ultra tell Bunny that they are crabs now, but they're not, though. Now I introduce the weird alternative. Year, day, month. That's awful. I hate that. There's no reason. There's no reason for that. Also, I really like the idea of day 98 of a month. That a month has 98 days. Ultra, I'm simply a time god. It is canon? Okay. It's in my lore. Okay. Then maybe you can help these people out. Margaret tilts her head quizzically. I realize that I'm staring at her. Okri? Mayushi has a lot of questions, but she'll wait for now. But once it's over, I want you to tell me everything, okay? Yeah, I promise. My secret is not the greatest of leads. Okay, I apologize, I'm calm. Elaborate. Mary smiles happily at that answer. That's right. While we wait for the train, I should ask Mayuri about her whereabouts today. If I have to leave again, I'll need all the information I can get. Where did you go after you saw Rika? I got an email from Fuki-chan. A thread came loose on her costume. I went to fix it. Where does Fubuki-chan live? We met at the Starbucks at UPX. So that's where she was. Just then, an announcement plays over the PA system. The subway is resuming normal operation. What the F? I don't know my US history. You think I know my Canadian history? Fair enough. Bro, we didn't exist 3,000 years ago? As in, like, human beings? Or just you as like, a person? Because human beings did exist 3,000 years ago. Oh, Canadians. Fair enough. this is true. About 20 minutes have passed since we arrived. I didn't expect to be stuck here that long, but it's okay. Right now, Moika should be in Akihabara, heading to the lab. Uma, did you just spell daddy and dates? What the F? What the F? How? What? What the F? What the F? What the F? What the F? This is gonna be great when you guys are, like, arguing about date things and she's gonna simply die. She's going to perish. I need you guys to know this. Just so you guys know, everything is going to be alright. While waiting for the train, I examined the route map on the station's notice board. We could transfer to an overland train at Yogogi Hirihara. It will take a while, but that would take us all the way to Aldawara. Another announcement. Our train is arriving. I can hear the rumbling and see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Mariri and I are standing just behind the white line. I reach for her hand, meaning to make a dash for the train while the doors open, but I guess there's no hurry now. I let my hand fall to my side. Empty. The roar comes closer. About the party tonight. Mariri is saying something. I cannot quite hear her over the train. It got cancelled, but we should definitely... Mariri! Suddenly, Mariri disappears. Huh? You have a grade I have in Science class. Oh, hopefully good. We have using the oh my god. Consumes your date cutely. Ulterior posted crab holding a cup and off topic. I love that for you. I think we should use daddy dates formats. No. No, no. No, no. There she is, leaning over the tracks. She's off balance, as if she's stumbled or someone pushed her. She seems to hang there for a moment, and then the train comes steaming into the station. Told you guys she was gonna die. I hear a sound from under the train. I can't describe it, but it makes me instantly nauseous. Spark flies as the train slams on the brakes. The people on the platform scream. I turn to where Mayuri was just a moment ago. There stands a familiar girl. Tiny, adorable, a cute black Britain pouch slung over her shoulder. Ten Nijo Ni. She looks up at me. Oh my god, it's the bones! It's the bones thing! It's the bones thing! I didn't realize the bones did that because they did the bones thing in the visual novel. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you guys know what the bones thing is? Okay, so like... Okay, Bones is an animation studio, and they will basically, at some times when someone's like going crazy or a traumatic thing happened, they will do a fisheye lens. And it's just like, but it's like on someone's face, so their eyes like are huge, and they just do it, and their mouth is like super tiny, and like, it's just something that Bones does. It just be like that. Wait, what did I do in math today? Nothing, Eric. You were in therapy. Oh, uh-oh. I have 61. Oh. Yeah, it's like, it's the fisheye thing. So, like, Bones does it a lot. Anyways, they do that in the anime, and I just thought it was because they were like, the Bones thing. But no, it's because it's actually in the visual novel. She looks up at me. The Bones thing! Her eyes are wide. This thing! It looks like this! Her lips tremble. I'm sorry, I'm laughing so much, and this tiny child has just been very, very traumatized. This thing. This thing! The Bones thing! I hate this perspective, I hate the Bones thing. It's funny, though! You know stuff is about to go down when the Bones thing happens! They have some 2 different postal codes. I will make sure to eat the Bones thing. I cannot with this perspective. It's funny! Settle the debate? I have been ignoring the debate. I let you guys do the debate, because I'm reading Steins Gate. Is it 313 or 314? Like today? I don't know. If I'm gonna be honest, I dropped out of college, found myself a whole new realm of knowledge, found myself foraging for brands that I can, for things I can ride with Orange. I'm just a simple gatherer among the world of 100, not about chasing platinum. I'd rather gaze at clouds and feel of comfort. Uh-oh, on the trending tab. Trending bad. Hunting analytics, it's like working in a forensic lab. Oh lord, it's getting hard. I'm too young for a credit card. And I crashed the very first time I wrote my parents' card. Anyways. I saw Mairi. I wanted to surprise her. It wasn't on what? She stares at me for a few more seconds as if waiting for me to say something, then turns and runs away. The platform's in chaos. The PA informs us that there's been a personal injury accident. Becomes trauma. Yeah, actually, though. May is already gone. I don't go after her. Instead, I peek timidly through the gap between the train and the platform. Why would you do that to yourself? Oh, there's ads. We'll wait. We'll wait for the ads. Oh, Uma. Okay, you have an ad right now, actually. Welcome back. I am eating. Okay. One side of the track is a wash of bread. So he books it back to the lab like an idiot. My mind is blank. Ulti, for your birthday, I'm gonna send you a singular shoe. That'd be really funny. You should. There wasn't any ads? Oh, okay. Everyone should get ads at the same time, but sometimes Twitch doesn't give everyone ads, but I just assume that anyone that's not subscribed is getting ads because that's how it's supposed to work. Uma is a future Foundations member? What the F? But is it a flashback to some of I've seen? That's so vague. What the F? Ultier, for your birthday, I'm gonna send you a singular sock. Please do. Is that the drummer? Wait. Future Foundation. I don't know. And I just now would be an epic timing. They all happen at the same time. So you're not going to get an ad until the next time there's an ad. That's how I set it up anyways. What size I did where I'm gonna do the complete opposite? What's the opposite of a shoe size? My grandpa was a crime scene photographer. I shall say so more. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I understand. Like 110? 4'8"? Okay, fair enough. Is saying my shoe size something I should say on the internet? I feel like it's not, right? Like, I feel like it's one of those things that seem really innocent until you say it, and then someone is just gonna be like... Like, would it be sufficient for me to say that I have a pretty average shoe size? Yo! Bishop, thank you so much for the 9 months! Thank you! Questionable TOS? I don't know. No, it wouldn't be a TOS. Or anything like that. It's just like one of those things that you think about and you're just like, this seems like innocent information. Until someone makes it weird, you know? The next year we send a completely different shoe, but it's the other shoe. Oh my god. That's really funny, actually. Marvel. Oh, questionable sus? Yeah, questionable sus. I just have like I have a pretty average shoe size. I've never like not been able to find shoes, you know? Kickbird, hello! We're playing Steins Gate. We watched Mayuri get hit by a train. You know? Just Steins Gate things. I don't remember how I got back to the lab. Moyaka's group should have come and gone, but the time leap machine is still here. Woo! I guess I should be grateful. What if I guess the shoe size and you say yes or no? I think it's like still giving the information. So I'm just gonna say no to all of them. It takes longer than usual to set up the machine. For some reason, I have trouble recalling my own phone number. Alas, it's ready. VC? Oh boy. You want to be in VC for the terribleness that is... this? Yeah? Okay, well, I'm in a VC. You're so excited. Cakeberry. Hello! It is Steins Gate time. You remember what's happening, right? Do you remember what's happening? Mm-hmm. Yeah! Play of the game! Yeah, so basically we just came back and then... You know that little girl that lives downstairs? She's like the daughter. She like... They were at the train station because they're trying to get away and she like accidentally pushed Mayuri in front of the train. Oh, really? Oh. That is completely possible that I have the wrong mic on Discord, but they should be able to hear you now. I think my mic got unplugged. It should be better now. Oh, that was the kid, yeah. And they did like, okay, do you know what the Bones thing is, Cakebird? Like the Bones animation thing? The like, okay, so like sometimes like when Bones animates a thing, it's something like traumatic or like something is happening. No cake. Really? You guys still can't hear? Oh, hold on, hold on. Guys, it's okay.
Everything is awesome.
They should be able to hear you now. Yeah,
Hello.
They can hear you now.
Hello on AirPods. Oh no. Oh no. AirPod. AirPod. Everyone. AirPod. AirPod. Oh, crisis averted. AirPod.
It's because I usually use the voice meter, but this game will literally break if I have voice meter on. Anyways, it's the thing where they like, okay, so what they'll do is it'll be like a fisheye lens on someone's face, and so their eyes are like huge.
Oh.
And then like the bottom of their face is like super tiny. And I said, oh, when they animated this scene, like the girl like saying like, oh my god, I pushed Mayuri, they animated it like that. They did the Bones thing. And I didn't realize they also did it in the game. So there's just like a screenshot of her just being like,
that's quite
so funny. It's like, wow, you're just so traumatized right now. And it...
Hello, Uma. Pick a color.
Ooh. Green. I'm gonna go map the server. Uma. Do you want to wait and do it tomorrow? Because this is going to be a spoiler for tomorrow, because Dark Dungeon and I are going to do that tomorrow. I said green!
Give you a fandom to write about. The call tier community.
Me, I am the fandom. True. Real. Okay, bye, Eric's! Hold on, I'm waiting for Uma to come back because I think Uma got an ad. I just like how we just stayed on like the flashing lights section of this game. Anyways, I'm gonna continue, and then when Uma's back, Uma can tell me. Now,
Can I voice some of the characters, please?
yeah, you want to voice Mayuri?
Yes. Yes, actually. Yes.
Okay, welcome back, Uma. Uma, what I said is that Dark Dungeon and I are going to go map the server tomorrow, but like late tomorrow. So like, so if you want to map with us, that would be really cool. But if you plan on doing it for like your own recording or stream and you need to do it earlier, then like go ahead. But I'm just like saying you are welcome to come with us. You know?
You don't want me to do that, Oh, context check fan art. Okay.
I don't stream?
No,
Okay, well then, like, it's gonna be late though. Like, basically he works, and so like it's not gonna be me streaming. I think he's streaming, but he might be a recording. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be at 11:30 at night. Like, my time. So like, Pacific Standard Time. 11:30 Pacific Standard Time.
I mean, it's just like interaction stuff, right? So what if you like wrote about, you know, Cultier punching Wolversa and then establishing the Cultier house, and then putting everyone in Walmart and making them fight to the death? Just putting that out there. Anyway.
What time is it for you right now? Almost 8.
Crabs versus Bunny.
Yeah, it's almost 8. What is it for you, Uma? Like at night, like 8 at night. I don't know if that matters. I use they them. Oh, you can use, yeah, girl, it's 12 a.m. for me. You can use that. That's fine. That's free. That's like the same for me as using like, bro, what do you mean? Like it's the same. Okay, fair enough. So like, so 11:30 would be what time for you? Like 4 a.m. or something dumb like that?
Oh boy.
I'm so sorry, Uma. Maybe not. So, Uma, you go ahead and make a map if you like. But also, like, you should also write things in a book, and then give the book. Yes. Yes. Anyways, now, take me back.
Can you screen share, please?
Oh, yes. Oh, it has a new time thing, which is kind of cool. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Screen share. Screen share Steins Gate. There you go.
Oh my god.
Walter, would you like to become Walmart Jesus? Now, it really, really depends on what you mean by that, but that sounds quite funny.
Like, the Jesus of Walmart, or like a Walmart version of Jesus?
I think it's like more like akin to dollar store Jesus, as in like the lesser version. If that makes sense. As he melts his brain again. Yes. Now I'm gonna do it for personal gain only. I want to be Walmart Jesus. Oh god. Okay. Only option is okay. I mean I don't mind in principle, but it really depends on what you mean by that. Cakebird, can you see stream?
I can see.
Okay, excellent. Okay, here we go. The leap occurs instantaneously. Oof, that was a big word for my brain. Peter claimed that his time travel takes 1 hour of subjective time to travel 10 years. I don't know if ours is the same behavior, but now is not the time to find out. Well, do you misunderstand? Oh, do I? 10 years. I have no business that far back. Besides, according to Kurisu, time leaping too far into the past would cause mental disorders due to the gap between personalities and memory. Uh-oh. Cakebird.
Juicy chicken #1.
Uh-oh, Cakebird. Read chat.
Huh?
Read chat.
Oh, you found someone's nether base. Fruta minimap. Oh? What Y level?
For no reason. It has bones and a black brick path. A circle in the middle.
Yeah, that's ours.
Oh, it is ours. I thought we were trying to keep it a secret. That's why I said uh-oh.
Yeah, I was, but then also you see the thing is I had to explain my entire plan to people so people would stop getting mad. Anyway.
Oh.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yee, Mischief built it. It looks awesome.
I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be cool. Mayuri is singing her chicken song, though she's actually eating pre-cooked chicken from the convenience store instead of her usually juicy chicken #1. She had to switch because she can't warm up frozen chicken in the microwave, which is now a dedicated part of the time leap machine. I was right to come back 5 hours. Mayuri is still in the lab. What the hell happened back there? It hurt, but I forced myself to recall that horrifying scene. Uh-oh, she's gonna be in front of the train. There she is. Mayuri died again. This time it happened at Shin Station, a place completely unrelated to the lab or the bomb threat. And I pushed her into the tracks, where the train tore her to shreds. This thing! Like, I get the idea behind it. It's like, oh my god, it's so dramatic. Like, oh my god. Like, but like, it just
looks like no bitches.
It just looks so memeable. Let's go good. Ron, did your brain melt? Yes. Real. Could I be working for CERN too? Yeah, like an 8-year-old. Yes. No. No, that can't be right. Nai has a habit of jumping on Mayuri and greeting. She was probably just being her usual affectionate self. But why did she choose that precise moment? I don't know. I sense malice. Who's malice? I had to read that a few times. It's like fate is playing a cruel joke on us. Whatever the case, all that matters now is that I have another chance. I need to act. I have the power to save Mayuri. I'll do whatever it takes to find a way. And when you touch water, you turn it into code red empty dew and can walk on shopping carts, and when you wish you be teleported into the brightly fluorescent lighting building of your nearest Walmart. Okay, so you really just mean the Jesus of Walmart. Okay, cool. That's so cool. I mean, sure, why not? Oh my god, it's Friday the 13th. This time we hail a taxi. It'll be expensive, but that hardly matters now. Mayuri comes along quietly. I consider taking her home to Ikebukuro, but Moyaka's group might be watching her house. I have no idea where they might be at this point. Instead, I asked the driver to take us to, Shinagawa. What? What?
Shinagawa?
Shinagawa, thank you. However, we get a taxi. The traffic is unusually heavy. The driver says it's never been this bad before. There must be an obstruction up ahead. An accident or something. That's the only explanation I can think of. We've made it out of Akiba, but at this rate, it will take forever to reach, Shinagawa. I consider getting off here and taking the train, but then I remember what happened at Shin Station. I have a bad feeling about this. The traffic jam could be CERN's doing. I look out the window and scan the crowd for anyone who might be a CERN agent. 3 hours later, we're still stuck. According to a conversation I overheard between our driver and another driver, there's some kind of inspection up ahead. Furthermore, it doesn't seem to be a police inspection, and a small fight broke out at the inspection site or something. To make matters worse, this road has already been closed off, and all the cars behind us are being detoured. There are only about 100 cars waiting, but the inspection has been at a standstill for 3 hours. This can't be a coincidence. Once again, I feel the malice of fate manipulating the situation. Is Mayuri going to die again? If I had known it was going to turn out like this, I'd have ditched the taxi hours ago. It's not too late. I should pay the driver and get off right. Just then, someone knocks on the window. Our taxi is stopped in the middle of the road. What's going on? I look over, but before I can say anything, a man opens the rear door and gets in next to Mayuri.
Eh?
He's holding a knife. Another assassin. Mayuri! Look out! Before she can reply, the man covers Mayuri's mouth with a large, meaty hand. That's a way to describe a hand. I try to open my door, but it's locked. Only the driver can open it from the inside. Mayuri opens her eyes wide. Dying noises. Her body twitches. What? It all happens too fast. The man sinks his knife into Mayuri's chest. A bright red spot stains her clothes. And the driver just chills in the front seat.
This is fine.
Be quiet, Okabe-Ritaro. A man who stabbed Mayuri. Did you see that at the bottom? I did. Another man gets into the passenger seat.
I'll be back.
Okay. He points a gun at the driver and says something to him. Strength drains from Mayuri's body. Her eyes slowly close. A tear rolls down her cheek. I watch her die inches away, powerless to stop it. I told you this was gonna happen! I can feel her last breath against my skin. They killed her again. Why? Why? Question, why do they keep choosing her? Well, in the beginning part, it's because she's a disposable one. The train station is because, like, she is fated to die, basically. Like, that's kind of like the thing. So, like, basically no matter what he does, she is going to die. Why can't I save her? Why won't you let me save her? Who decided that Mayuri must die? Moika? CERN? Or does the world itself wish for Mayuri's death? I won't accept that. I clench my jaw and throw myself forward, driving my forehead into the killer's nose. Man who stabbed Mayuri. That's so cool. He falls back. I shout to the driver. Open the door. Like, I know it's what's supposed to happen, but logically the reason why do they have to kill her specifically? So every time it's CERN, it's because she is a disposable one, and they know that if they kill her, everyone else is going to follow in line. The other times that she dies, when it's not CERN, it's because she is fated to die. Basically. Have a good night, Uma! I crawl out of the taxi and take off running through the traffic jam.
Wait, no, Huffle's going.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I understand. I'm going to bed now. Have a good night, Huffle. Uma is not going to bed. I understand. After running for hours, I make it back to the lab. Luckily, the time leap machine is still there. I said goodnight to Huffle. Yeah, I got that afterwards. I have to leap again. Hacking. Hacker voice, I'm in. I need to finish this dinner before we, like...
Wait, at this point in time, how is he going back in time without accessing the machine?
So he is going back to the lab and accessing the machine.
Oh, it's just not showing it.
It's that, like, that thing that it's doing, that's him going to the machine.
Okay.
But, like, yeah. And the machine is, like, different now, where it's actually transferring memories back.
Hmm. I...
Melts brain adorably. I'm not sure about that one. I'm trying to finish this before it gets cold so that we can just, like, read. Yo. Okay. Dinner's done. Really in the mood for a very specific giant cookie at a bakery sales, but it's 9 p.m. and it's closed. I'm so sorry, buddy. Okay. The urge to get some of their cobble. I mean, you could ask someone very nicely for cobble. It's Raindrop!
Raindrop! Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Raindrop. Raindrop, we're playing Steins Gate. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Raindrop, I'm so sorry. Anyways, every time we run, Mayuri dies. Haha, ha ha ha, and nothing's going wrong in the Steins Gate. Yeah. 6 hours into the past, I clench my head and rack my brain for an answer. I feel like I've hit a dead end. What do I do if I can't run away? Steins Gate is good, why sorry? Raindrop, I would read the title of this stream. The whole title. Oh, sexual urge to loot everyone's chest. Did something bad happen? Whoa!
Well, you see,
Oh!
Raindrop,
Well-
I'll leave you all this one. Do do do, bang! Play of the game. You can figure that one out.
Oh no! Let me explain, Raindrop. So, CERN found us. CERN is not happy about being hacked into, reasonably. And they decided to kill Mayuri about it. And then... so, you know, Okabe is kind of like, I kind of don't want my childhood best friend to die, so he keeps using the time leap machine to transfer his memories back in time to try and stop this. And so he's going back in time over and over and over and over and over again, trying to save Mayuri, and each time she dies in a different and horrific way. So, we have seen her get shot in the head, hit by a car, hit by a train, stabbed with a knife. We've actually seen her get shot twice, actually. And it's not gonna get better! Ha ha ha! What do I do if I can't run away? Is there no way to save her? No, there has to be a way. She's here! Haha! What you talking about?
Talking about?
Oh, you were gonna do that. I'm so sorry. Mayuri's blank stare is the only answer I get. She's speedrunning dumb ways to die. Aye. This time I take her to the closest police station and beg them to protect her. When asked why, I explain that someone is going to kill Mayuri 6 hours from now, but without any proof that there's someone after her, they have no choice but to turn us away. It's past 6 by the time we leave the station, and we're left with no choice but to keep running. I wish that I could blame my previous failures on bad luck. We could try, Yup, 2 places. And maybe this time she won't die. But I don't have the courage to try those routes again. At the same time, we can't stay in Akiba. We're running out of options. Subways, trains, and taxis, all out. Attempting escapes by those means will get Mayuri killed. so my heart tells me. Perhaps the fear is irrational, but I can't put it out of my mind. I've seen her die a half-dozen times already. Shot, stabbed, torn to pieces. I can't go through that again. We take refuge in Yodobashi camera. I thought we could keep hiding there indefinitely, but just after 7, we hear an explosion in front of the station. Yodobashi goes into chaos. Policemen appear and start evacuating the store. When I try to explain our situation, an officer shouts terrorists and pulls his gun. This can't be happening. This isn't America. Oh my god, this game was made in 2009. Man said, this is not America. Not America too soon. This game was made in 2009. Oh my god. Anyways, Japanese police officers don't shoot without propagation. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. This game really said L to American policemen. Good god. Wait, they said that? I thought it was you? No! It was written in the game! I'm just reading it! I'm just reading it! Anyways, Mayuri dies, lol. Why does she keep dying in the funniest ways possible? It happened so fast. The policeman shoot her right in the head. Oh my god, play of the game got stolen.
Oh my god.
I don't know if he was a real policeman or a certain assassin in disguise. It doesn't matter. I can't deny it any longer. The world itself is killing Mayuri. So anyways, I'm back about it. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. This time I don't leap into action immediately. Instead, I sit on the couch and collect my thoughts. Every time I try to save Mayuri, it ends in the worst possible way. To make matters worse, I no longer even know what I'm supposed to be saving her from. Cause and effect. Why does Mayuri die? At first, I thought it was my Moika and her hit squad sent by CERN to steal our time machine. Oh yeah, Moika's bad. So we can travel to the past now. Kind of. So basically, like Kurisu, this one, she made it so that you can send memories to the past. So it's not like the actual physical person is being sent to the past. It is, your memories being sent to the past. So that's what he keeps doing over and over again. Moika's bad, by the way. You know, the quiet girl with the cell phone? She was working for CERN the whole time. So cool for us. I thought it was Moika and her hit squad, but sent by CERN to steal our time machine. And he basically texts his memory back to his previous plane. Pretty much. But as I leap back in time again and again, the cause of Mayuri's death kept changing. Gunshot! Oh no, XP noises. Oh no, she's dead? No! And then just like the beginning of Gangnam Style. Probably have brain cancer now. It's being sent through the waves of the phone that's already being produced. So like only as much as like everyone else does with a cell phone. Kind of rude of them to be a spy for CERN. Right, Raindrop? I agree. Cakebird, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
When you mime a phone, so like you're miming picking up the phone, do you have your hand like flat?
I do that 2 fingers.
Or do you do the fingers? Okay, that's super cool. That's so cool. Yeah. I need to figure out where the gap is. I need to know. Oh, here we go again. Pretty much. At Shin Station, she died because Nate pushed her off the platform. Stern had nothing to do with that. It was an accident. Okay, actually though, that screenshot in the anime is horrific. Like, it is so devastating. Each time I leave, she dies a different way. What does that mean? I've been thinking for an hour, and I'm no closer to an answer. I want someone to tell me, but who can I ask? I'm the only person in history to leap through time. No. There's one more. John Teeter. There's an anime? Yeah! So there's an anime called Steins Gate that came out a year after the game. It's very good. Highly recommend. If you are kind of like, oh, I don't really care if I watch sub or dub, watch the dub. The dub is so well written. The person who plays the main character, like voice acts the main character, also wrote the English, like, translation, and he basically, because he did such a good job, he basically, any anime now that is being dubbed, he writes. So, like, it's very good. It's very good. The anime is, I think, like, it's a 25 episode anime or 24 episode anime, and I'm gonna tell you that the first, like, 13 episodes, which is basically the first half, you're gonna watch it, you're like, this is a slice of life. This is a slice of life, and also there is a microwave involved. This is very weird. And then after that is when it gets kind of, like, crazy. I'm gonna add it to my non-existent list. I have to, I want to, but I never will watch it. Oh, fair enough. I mean, Uma, after I finish this game, I'm doing a watch party of it, yeah.
Watch party.
By the way, I found one of the borders. Oh yeah, Hoopster and I found one of the borders, like, the day one. It was pretty funny, because we were looking for an ocean, and then we just, like, ran into the border. But he's not replying to my emails anymore, and he hasn't posted on that channel in days. Yeah, watch party. We will watch because I have the DVDs of this, so we don't even have to watch it on Crunchyroll or anything like that. I just own it. So we're gonna have a watch party. I'm not even convinced he's a real time traveler. At channel, aka Reddit, real. I decided not to run this time. Instead, I take a different approach. Strike first. I send Moeka an email. I need to talk to you about our time machine. Meet me alone. I thought an 18 block wall would be longer. It doesn't seem that long, right? I designate the roof of Radicon as our meeting place. You want to be Moeka? Because that means that the jungle is big. Why is everyone so surprised about it? I don't know. 2 weeks have passed since the satellite crash, but it's still there and the building's still closed. At least the security has lessened, so it's easy for me to sneak in. Not that there's any sneaking to do, I just walk in through the front door like I belong there. No one questions me. Social engineering. That genuinely is it. You can, like, there's a crazy amount of places that if you pretend you're supposed to be there and you walk in like that, they're just gonna let you in. Last time I came here was for Dr. Nakabashi's presentation. Of course, on this world line, the presentation was cancelled. Naturally, there's nobody here but me. It occurs to me that this is a dangerous gambit. Moeka might have a gun, and I already know what she's willing to use it. But then, I don't intend to play fair either. We're supposed to meet at 5:30. It's just after 5. I came early in order to ambush her. I hide in the shadows and wait with bated breath. About 30 minutes later, I hear the door open. Moeka makes her entrance, alone. She looks around restlessly. She still hasn't noticed me. I take a gun out of my shirt. Where the F did you get a gun? Where? Where? It's not real. Okay, I understand now. It's feature gadget number 1. The bit particle gun. I was like, where did you get a gun, bro? It's a toy ray gun with a remote control attached. Obviously a bluff, but all I can prepare on such short notice. I run up behind Moeka and shove the bit particle gun into her back. Don't move. Me walking the surgery room with a kitchen knife and with no medical knowledge whatsoever. I'm being confident about it. Rachel, thank you so much for the 100 bits. He's got the power of Glock and anime on his side. Uma, you would actually be surprised. Gay bits. Hands up. Just like a Hollywood movie. But this isn't a movie. This is real. Yes, real. And she isn't an actress. She's a murderer. After Moika raises her hands, I feel through her clothes. Sure enough, she's carrying a gun. I take it from her and press it to Moika's back and place it in the bit particle gun. Sorry to disappoint you. The first gun was a toy. In the anime, he doesn't even say that. He just switches it and, like, she just doesn't notice. Yes, tropical fish. Can confirm you can get away with a lot. Talk. I know you were sent by CERN. Big bird.
Hey.
It's your time to shine.
Oh my god. I'm okay. I was so confused. How?
How? You want to know how? My frustration and rage boil over. Because of her, Mayuri. I came from the future, that's how. Why would you say that? You think I'm lying? I've repeated the last several hours a half-dozen times already. I've lost count of how many times exactly. And I haven't slept at all that entire time. Strangely, I'm not tired at all. I know what you're planning. Around 7, you're going to stop the trains. Moika guess. So it was their doing. I also know that you're planning to attack the lab, you and your men. And then you're going to kill Mayuri.
I
resist the urge. Understand? I'm a time leaper. Moika nods faintly. I could kill her now. It would be easy. But no, I need information. Who are you people? Keith finished it for us.
Rounders.
Moika answers with surprising obedience. I guess she values her own life, even though she has no problem depriving other people of theirs. Rounders? What does that mean? How are you related to CERN?
By email.
So cool for her. No, speak!
The Rounders are an organization separate from CERN. Covert operations. We don't exist.
Like a private army?
No. Our mission is to find and acquire IBN 5100s. They send us around the world. We collect them.
IBM 5100s. That's right, when I met her, she was looking for an IBM 5100. These days, it's nearly impossible to find. People will pay millions just to own one. Got the fish I like, now I can leave the water. Nice. Wait, pause? Why are we pausing? Why are we pausing? Ocean monument. Have fun, Uma. Keith, what would you like? Why am I pausing game? Should I send the monument on Discord? If you like. I'm probably not gonna do it, but maybe Cakebird or Mischief want to. The time thing doesn't have the IBM 100 thing attached to it, so why was it so important? Oh, so we knew this at the beginning. The reason why they want a IBM 5100, like the group, like Okabe and all that sort of stuff, is because when they hacked into CERN, they found like a part of the CERN website that could only be decoded with the IBM 5100. And the reason why they know that is because John Teeter said that on @channel. They said on @channel that they were looking for an IBM 5100 because they needed to decode a thing from CERN that could only be decoded with that. So that's why. Is it because CERN has been hunting them down? How many rounders are there? Answer me.
I don't know. I'm just an agent.
So she's not important enough to be told. Was it you who stole our IBM 5100? Like, it doesn't answer. Wait, so is that the key to saving Sweet Girl? The IBM 5100? Like, having it or not having it is like... No, not really. Why does CERN need IBM 5100s? To keep hackers out?
Maintaining secrecy.
Oh, that's you.
Is the highest priority.
Thing that CERN has coded that info. So, like, the thing that CERN has coded is not, like, a cheat key to, like, time travel or anything like that, if that makes sense. Like, it's not... Like, no. Basically, no. The reason why Myri is getting killed is because CERN knows that they made a time machine. That's literally it. Because they don't have an IBM 5100 right now. They haven't for a while.
For CERN.
What are they hiding? We already know they've killed hundreds of test subjects with their time travel experiments. We didn't need an IBM 5100 to find that out. Are you saying the IBM 5100 database has information more secretive than that?
I don't know.
Because you're just an agent? My tone is sarcastic, but Moeka nods. It just feels like a really weird plot point to just throw away. The IBM 100, they're not throwing it away. They are actively talking about it. Damn, she's useless. Why did you attack the lab? Or rather, why will you attack the lab?
Isn't it obvious?
Because we hacked into CERN?
3 reasons. First, because of what you know. We were ordered to silence you.
So CERN did know about the hacking.
Second, for the time machine. The one you made.
They want our time machine. CERN must be trying to monopolize time and travel technology.
Third, the reason it happens today. You plan to make your time machine public.
How does she know that? We made that decision right after the time leap machine was completed. That was only a few hours ago.
That's why I was ordered to take you in.
Take us in? You killed Mayuri!
She is unnecessary.
Unnecessary. I nearly pulled the trigger.
Okabe, Makise, Hashida. You made the time machine. She is expendable. Those are my orders.
And after you take us in, what then?
CERN will hold you prisoner, force you to complete their time travel research.
Have you done this before? How many lies have you written for CERN's research?
I do as I'm told.
I was a fool to consider you my friend. He's such a simp!
I live for CERN. I live for Facebook?
It's not Facebook, it's just FB. I just... It was funny that you made that joke because when, like, the first... There's a... Okay, so one of the people who are on Trash Taste, like, Gigik? Like, that guy?
Mm-hmm.
He's on Trash Taste now, but before, like, his YouTube thing was, like, making anime reviews, and the first one I ever watched was the Steins Gate one. And, like, and he's, like, talking about this girl, and he's just like, and this chick who was just, like, obsessed with FB or Facebook or whatever, and it's just so funny. I watched that trailer on stream, and I forgot, like, how, like, bad it is. Like, you know when you watch, like, old YouTube videos, and you're like, oof, this would not fly today? Like, you know what I mean? It's like that. It's very good trailer, but, like, our review, but it's like, oh, that would not fly today. Oh, God. There's pretty stuff being built in Spawn? Yo! Oh, that's awesome. I live for Facebook. In 2009, that would be plausible.
I'll do anything if Facebook tells me to.
I almost spat out my hot chocolate. Now, Uma, that makes it sound like you're going to destroy something. Please don't. Oh, never mind. I didn't read that there's a bunch of dicks too. I understand. Continue. FB? I'm fine. I just, like, swallowed the hot chocolate weirdly. Is that the name of her supervisor? Oh.
Oh. Is it you? Are you John Teeter?
What? John Teeter?
There's no one else it could be.
He's so die on stream as much as content that I would make. Dude, so much clout. Me?
But that's TOS.
But that's... It wouldn't matter if I'm dead. I don't have time for
then
this.
your channel would be banned.
Oh my god, does Facebook have the time travel monopoly? No, no, it's literally just a person called FB. Guys, you know what I love? I love playing this game and watching this anime, and then approximately a year ago, after CERN, the real company that actually exists, like CERN VC that actually exists as a real company, for years was like, we're not making black holes, guys. We're not making black holes. Guys, we can't make black holes. That would be dangerous. Why would we do that? And then about, like, 2 or 3 years ago, CERN came out and was just like, we made a manager black hole! And it's just, like, following the exact same plot of this story, and I just wanted everyone to know that. I dig the gun into Moika's back. If you want to live, you'll call your friends. Call FB. Cancel the attack. Moika shakes her head. I don't have the... Oh, that's you.
I don't have the authority.
I don't care. Find some way to stop the attack. Otherwise... I'll kill you. I can't do it. I'm not a killer. My hands are trembling, just like Moika's were before she shot Mayuri. Why did you kill her? She was hesitating. Like Benjamin's art. Wait, sweet girl. I love these company interactions. Yup. She didn't want to pull the trigger. But she did. You didn't want to kill her, did you? So why...
Just obey. Facebook.
だったらその FB とかいうやつをここに連れてこい。
Speaking of which, I just remember the time McDonald's officially answered one of my tweets. What? That's awesome. What was the tweet that you did? The bring the son of a biatch here. Moika shakes her head again.
だから
I don't care about your authority. If you don't do what I say...
無理な
I can't.
ら FB に
I've never.
ことは
Something hard stabs into my back. A chill runs through my body. There's someone behind me.
銃を捨てろ。
Drop the gun. A man's voice. Is he with Moika? You lied, Kiri Moika! I'm ready to pull the trigger in cold blood.
二人だけで会うと約束
We
した。
promised to meet alone. Moika doesn't answer.
いいから
Oh my god, Mark? I said drop the gun. I give you the time machine. Just don't kill anyone.
だから
だとして
Even if you do that,
Even though I'm still pointing the gun at her, Moika steps away and turns to face me. Her eyes are cold, her expression unreadable.
監禁して
you'll still be held prisoner
二度と出されない
forever.
Moika takes the gun from my hand. I'm unable to resist. What are you gonna do? Stab me? Hey guys, did anyone watch Death Note with us and remember that guy that was just like, I know you're not gonna shoot. You guys have too many questions, and then he gets shot? Do we all remember that? Because it's probably, it's like my boy Matt did not deserve that, but you know. Cakebird, have you ever watched Death Note?
I was there for the part of the watch party, I think.
Okay. So Matt shows up in total approximately, I want to say like 2 minutes. Where 1.5 of those minutes is him just doing a car chase with these police officers following him, and then he gets blockade. He goes out of the car, and he's just like, "Hey guys, I know you have too many questions. You aren't going to shoot." And then when he says that, he gets shot 10 times in the chest, and then he just dies. And it's like the best, like it's the best death scene I've ever seen. I love watching that with y'all. It was hilarious. It was awesome. I just remember that one meme video. Strike me down, Jesus, you don't have the balls. I remember. Oh yes, please.
君のことを謝るから
I'm so sorry about the hacking. Just please don't kill anyone.
殺さないでくれ。
Oh. Something strikes the back of my head. My legs give out instantly, sending me to the ground. Darkness creeps in.
ターゲット B を確保。
Target B in custody, requesting pickup. Deep down I knew. I can't save Mayuri. Even if Moika's group doesn't kill her, someone or something else will. The world itself wants her dead. That is the choice of Steins Gate. And roll credits! Could you imagine if the game just ends right there? Steins Gate? There's no such thing. Those words have no meaning. It's just some nonsense I made up to sound cool. Steins Gate doesn't exist, but fate does. Oh my god. Fate, God, the will of the universe, an absolute force no one can resist. It exists and it has sentenced Mayuri to death. I'm in the back of the car. I wake up in the back of a station wagon. The windows are coated with black film, so I can't tell where we are. Oh, that's cool. I feel a throbbing pain in the back of my head. Steins Gate! F Steins Gate! Luckily, he doesn't have to get the accepted parts of grief. Now, they're not gonna kill him. My hands are tied behind my back, or behind me. What time is it? How long have I been unconscious? There's a man with me inside the car. I recognize him from a previous time leap. He's the one who stabbed Mayuri in the taxi. The man seems to notice I've woken up, but he doesn't speak. He just waves his gun menacingly, as if to say there's no hope of escape. The The dashboard clock reads 7:30. I look out the window again. Through the film, I managed to make out a street sign. We're close to the lab. Has the attack already happened? Before I left, I told everyone, including Mayuri, to run. In my mom's car. If you did as I said, she won't die by their hands. But that doesn't mean she's safe. If I don't do something, Moika is going to take the time leap machine away. What will happen then? Sword can have the machine if it will save Mayuri. The problem is that it won't. Not when the world itself is determined to kill her. As long as the time machine remains in my hands, I can keep trying to fix things. I'll leap again and again until I find a way to save her. But if I lose the machine, then the future is decided. A future without Mayuri. I have to get it before they do, even if that means I might get shot. As long as I survive to reach the time leap machine, everything will be alright. I had a thought. Uh-oh. Yell. My bound hands limit me to headbutts and kicks, but I somehow manage to knock down the man guarding me and escape. My chest and neck are covered with blood. I must have been shot during the struggle, but thanks to the adrenaline pumping through my body, I could barely feel the pain. I can still move, that's all that matters. I ran up the stairs with my hands still tied. I can only pray that I'll be able to operate the time leap machine quickly enough.
Do-do-do-do.
Uh-oh, why am I thinking an uh-oh? Because, like, what can you possibly, you say, oh, I had a thought, which makes you think it's not a good thought. Mayuri, Kurisu, and Daro are in the lab. So are Moika and her men. When I open the door and burst in, everyone looks at me in surprise. Ocarine!
Ocarine!
Oh, that was you. Sorry, I'm sorry. Have your thing. She sees my tattered body. Mayuri runs up to me with tears in her eyes. Wait. I try to stop her. She's about to get killed again. In the corner of my eye, I see Moika take aim at Mayuri. I try to put myself between them. I try to cover Mayuri with my body. But a man grabs me from behind and pulls me back. Play
Dying
game.
noises.
Trina, he never stops looping. He never stops fighting. That was a thought. So anyway, I watch helpless as Mayuri's tiny body drops to the floor. Her eyes, wide and wet with tears, seem to stare into mine. But I can see that they have already lost their light. She's gone. Again. 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 What happens next is the same as before. Shizuha defeats the Rounders, and Kurisu helps me time leap. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. I know what happens. I know the way to fix things.
That's so cool for you.
I watched the anime. I've never played this game. So there's a few things that are, like, kind of different, but not really. A flood of sound beats on my eardrums. When it subsides, I find myself again in the lab. It's just before 5. I have 2.5 hours before Mayuri dies. I find myself staring at the time leap machine. This thing is the reason for Moika's attack. If only we had never built the phone wave. If only we had never sent those emails. Perhaps the future might be different, instead of the nightmare it promises now. When anything changed if I broke it, just smash it to pieces right here. In a rush of delirium, I grab a chair and lift it high over my head. Just as I'm about to bring it crashing down on this infernal machine, a voice cries out. Stop, Okabe! What are you doing? Kurisu grabs my arms and pulls me back. Let's try for the redacted time. I found powdered snow, which I had a few more buckets. Oh! Are you trying to break the machine? You don't have to break it, Okabe. We already decided not to experiment, remember? Anyway, put the chair down. I lower the chair slowly. Not because Kurisu told me to, but because I realized what would happen if I really did break the machine. It will cause Mayuri's death, but at the same time, it's also my only chance of averting that future. If I lose it, I lose my only hope of saving her. The fear of that outcome stayed my hand. You look pale. What's wrong? He's doing fine. He's having a great time. Are you listening? I can't deal with this. Not now. Well, wait. I flee from the lab. Now hear me out. Now hear me out. Maybe, if we tell people what's going on and ask for help, we might find a solution. So anyway. I don't have a particular destination in mind. People look at me strangely as I shuffle down the street. I imagine I must look like I crawled up from the grave. Soon I get fed up with the crowd around the station and escape to the pedestrian overpass. I get about halfway across the bridge and squat down on the concrete. The giant screen on the UPX building is advertising some gothic punk band. The ticket at the bottom displays today's weather forecast along with the date and time. Counter, when had they listened to him? True, but like, the way he looks right now, I feel like they would believe him. They are his friends. You know? And I feel like they would know that, like, he would never joke about, like, Mayuri dying. I realize that today is Friday the 13th. It is Friday the 13th! Is there no way to get through today without Mayuri dying? It's already 5:30, 2 hours until the attack. The lights around Akihabara Station turn on one by one as the sun sets. The moe might be gone from Akiba, but the area around the station is still as posh as ever. I don't belong here. The bridge I'm sitting on has become a date spot for couples. I see them standing here and there, gazing at the cityscape with their arms around each other. Found someone else's farm? Nice. I would simply believe my friend. I guess I'm just built different. 1,000 yards stare at them. You okay? You think? Somehow they never seem to tire of the dull, unchanging scenery. What am I doing here? Mayuri's about to die. Oh, Kirisu's here. Hey, don't you think you're a little old to be sitting on the ground in public? No. Yo! Cool shot! I lift my head and see Kurisu standing here. So this is where you went. I've been looking for you. Found a pretty place, but it's taken? Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. Christina. What? What time is it now? 5:38. Hey, if you have time to sit around, then can you help me with the shopping? Shopping. Oh, right. Preparations for the party. In the original timeline, I went shopping with Kurisu at the UPX supermarket. And then we talked on this bridge, just like now. It feels like so long ago. Remind to test that theory next time I time travel? Okay. You've now skewed the data, I'm simply no longer going to believe you. But if... Okay, if you time traveled, though, you wouldn't remember this conversation. Depending on how long ago he time travels. Back then, I had no idea what was going to happen. Well, are you going to come along or not? He's going to have a mental breakdown. I sigh deeply. I don't believe that I don't believe that it was wrong to time leap. However, Kurisu. I keep my eyes lowered. That's the first time you've said my name properly. I feel her eyes on me. Help me. Ah! Anyways, I love these two. Are you Mayuri because I would ruin my brains just to save you? Bunny! Oh, I thought he was gonna try to F with me by saying, "Hoo-hoo, I am a time traveler." Oh, okay, fair enough. I can't save Mayuri alone. He figured it out! He's like, I have friends! Anyways, there's an ad. Cakebird, how are you doing?
Vibing.
I want everyone to know that I know what's gonna happen, but Cakebird doesn't.
I don't.
Yeah. So anyway. Guys, I love these two. These two, simply the best. The only, you know, they're just so good. They're just so... Anyways. Kick, how are you? Have you slept today?
I did sleep. And
Cakebird!
I went climbing.
Yo, really?
Yeah.
Cakebird, you remember how you said, like, a couple weeks ago, you were just like, oh, there was a comp happening at the climbing gym. So I couldn't...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so like, literally, like, 2 or 3 days later, I, like, realized what that comp was, and I got really sad.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a season opener. It's called November Sessions. It's, like, the first competition of the year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I got really sad. I miss... I miss... It's so good. It's like no one cares what results they get because like it's not even sanctioned.
Mm.
And it's just and the t-shirts are always like peak. Like so peak. One year they had like an IKEA like spoof. It was really funny. Yeah. Next year. I think next year I'm gonna start competing again in like the sanctioned thing. This year I'm gonna just look at what's around where I live and then do some unsanctioned stuff. Even if it means risking my existence across different world lines just to find you, that's adorable. I wish I brought a lead. No, Ma. I'm assuming you're out of ad hell now. Okay, I realize that now. Reliving today again and again, only to test the same despair each time, has taught me one important lesson. Alone, I am powerless. Alone, I have no hope. Help me. If your friend was sitting on the floor of a bridge and started saying, help me, in the most pitiful voice possible,
well,
what
like,
would you
just
do?
Extremely gone.
Like, your friend who has never called you by your name, ever, and it says your name and then says, help me, I would simply break down. I'd be like, what do you want? Anything. Literally anything. What, like, Maybe the Steins Gate was the friends we made along the way. Oh dear, I think it's following me now because I have to give it an item. Uh-oh. Especially normally acts like a god complex. Exactly! Tell me what happened. I know you use a time leap machine. Do you? What? I look up in surprise. Percy doesn't meet my stare. Instead, she leans on the guardrail and gazes down at the plaza with her usual frown. You get a phone call, and suddenly you're like a different person. It was obvious. I came from 3 hours in the future. What happened? They killed Mayuri. I lower my head, trying to hold back the tears. Then I explain about Cern and Moika and about how Kurisu herself activated the time leap machine and made this possible. I tell her about my previous sleeps. I explain the world itself once Mayuri dead, that I can't save her no matter how hard I try. I keep talking for 30 minutes straight. During that time, Kurisu hardly says a word. It's all my fault. Talking to Kurisu lets me sort out everything I've done, everything I've seen. I shouldn't have told Daro to hack Cern. I shouldn't have asked you to build a time machine. I shouldn't have made Moika a lab mem. Mayuri's death, it's all my fault. That's why I need to bear the burden myself. I was resolved to do whatever it took to save Mayuri, never faltering, never giving up. And yet, my resolve has already crumbled. If you know what Mayuri's gonna die, then what are you doing wasting time here? Kurisu's tone is haughty. Is this how I sound when I'm playing Hoenn Kyoma? Playing Hoenn Kyoma, he's admitting it. The persona is breaking down. I just don't get it anymore. What don't you get?
マユリを助ける方法
How to save Mayuri?
あんたの話を聞い
Based on what you said, I guess the chronological protection conjecture is true. That is some made-up words that you have just
どう
done.
言っても
No matter what I do, Mayuri
マユリは
dies.
死んでし
だからタイムリープを延々と
There's some very pretty mountains down south. Ooh. Bro's life and mine is breaking down? No, up north? Okay. I believe you, Uma. And that's why you keep time leaping.
タイムリープマシンは
There's no guarantee that the machine is safe, you know.
証明されているわけじゃ
Curiously lowers her gaze and cups her chin, as she often does when assessing a problem.
これまでは何事
Even if the machine works perfectly, repeated use may have serious side effects.
もしかしたら
Does this man look like he
つ
cares?
まり
For example, you may become disconnected from causality itself.
あんたはそんな危険を
You need to understand the risk if you're going to continue.
因果律から外れる
Disconnected from causality? Meaning... Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep for my exam tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck, Ninjor!
Good luck.
時間の輪の中で永遠にさまよい続ける
It happened all the time in sci-fi. You'll become trapped in a closed time loop. Never aging, never dying, but doomed to repeat the same day for eternity.
最悪の場合
Worst case, you may cease to exist entirely. What?
存在の抹消
Every trace of your existence will vanish. Nobody will remember you, because your life will have never happened.
時間を飛び越えること
Leaping through time is that dangerous.
人間は根源的に時間と
Humans are
想像
temporal beings. Kirsty looks surprised.
ハイデガー
Heidegger, I was thinking of that quote too.
お前から教わった言
I
葉
heard it from you first.
いつ
When?
俺は
This isn't the first time I've leaped. Right, of course. Gracie squats next to me, thinking deeply.
あんたの話が本当だったとして
If what you say is true, then I want to save Mayuri too.
でもタイムリープマシン制作
But as the co-creator of the Time Leap machine, I can't recommend its continued use.
あんたは
Will you listen to my advice?
俺は
I can't do it alone. I know that now.
だから
I need your
お
help.
前にもがくために
I have to save Mayuri. I can't do it alone, but together we might have a chance. I
俺一人じゃダメだ
need to believe that.
力を
Please, lend me your strength.
貸してくれ
With the power of friendship.
Oh my
Gracie
God.
sighs.
じゃあしやがって
You're such a stubborn fool.
あんた
What you've been through, I'm surprised it hasn't broken you already. You look at this man, who is sitting on a public bridgeway,
Yeah,
crying,
he's fine.
begging you to help him, and you're like, this man is mentally well right now. Incredible. Incredibly, she sounds concerned about me. She looks at me for a moment, then turns away as if embarrassed.
協力は
Oh,
マユリは大切な仲間
Mayuri's my friend and a fellow lab mem.
それに
Oh my god, power of friendship,
あん
guys.
たの
And besides, I don't want to see you in such pain.
すまない
I'm sorry.
謝らないで
Don't apologize.
岡部前に
Imagine what the mentally bad is. Exactly.
くれたでしょ
Remember when I told you about my father? You really helped me out back then.
だから
Now it's my turn to return the favor.
あんたの
I want to be your strength.
それで
Besides, you still have to come with me to, Aomori, that place. She smiles a wary but gentle smile, as if I were her mischievous younger brother.
ダメだって
I know you're going to leap no matter what I say. You are a mad scientist after all, and mad scientists play by their own rules. I love these two.
ちょっと
Hey, aren't you supposed to go mwahaha or something?
そうだな
Yeah.
調子狂うな
Why do I even try? Kurisu is right. I'll do anything to save Mayuri. Kurisu stands up and looks at her watch.
さて
There's not much time. I think you should have a clear plan before trying to change the future again.
つまり
Meaning,
今からもっと
leap to an even earlier time.
そこで
Then explain the situation to me again.
事情を説明して
Kurisu's right. My actions so far have been almost entirely random. And look where that's gotten me. I need a real plan if I'm going to save Mayuri.
行こう
Let's go. Kurisu stretches out her hand. I grasp it and pull myself up. Mayuri and Dara are already back when we returned to the lab. Suzuha is there too. To get rid of them, Kurisu and I explained what we forgot to do the shopping. So could they please take care of it for us? Wait, can't he only go so far back? Yes. So you can only go as far back as when the time machine was made. The time machine got finished the day before. I think I found an untouched village. Yo! Yo! Uma, those are rare now. I have to cop up the money to convince him to go, but it works. I understand why you can't tell Mayuri, but why can't you tell Hashida? I'll tell him when it's necessary. For now, it's not, and I don't have the time to explain. Wait, so why didn't he try that earlier? Because, he was told by Kurisu that traveling further back in time, messes with your head, basically. Because the disconnect between that current personality and yours might be too much for your brain to handle. But, like, the thing is that, like, he really isn't going to be traveling that far into the past. Like, I think the max amount he gets is, like 8 hours or something like that. Like, it's not that much. While Kirsi sets the machine, I head downstairs to the Bronto workshop. Kick the door open and turn on the CR2, the 42-inch CRT. That went more slowly than I anticipated. It's highly illegal, of course, but I'll leap long enough before the cops get here. Kirsi looks shocked when I turn to the lab. I mean, what does he have to lose? His mind? He's perfectly sane. He just plays a character, and he, like, even admitted it. They'll throw you in the slammer for breaking and entering. Bro, I won't be here. In a few seconds, it won't have happened. Kirsi hands me the headgear and I put it on. I see. That's how it looks from your perspective. What does it look like from my perspective? What will happen here after you leave? You'll know soon enough. That's the question that does not get answered ever in Steins Gate. Like, what happens to the brain he leaves behind and the people? Because how she explains it before is that they basically just stop existing. But, like, I gotta, like, assume that from Kurisu's perspective right now, that must be terrifying. My consciousness travels to the past. That I know from experience. But what about the body I leave behind? If time is a straight line, then it's likely that the present will be reconstruction based on my actions in the past. But if the many world interpretation holds, then after I leave, this role will continue as if nothing happened. I used to be so fascinated by the structure of the universe, but now I don't really care. All that matters is saving Mayuri. Kirsty's fingers stopped typing on the keyboard. What's wrong? It's nothing, I was just thinking. After that many times watching his best friend die, there's no way he is sane anymore. He's definitely traumatized. It doesn't mean he's not sane. Maybe it works like a D-mail. The instant we send a D-mail, the present changes around us. Thanks for reading Steiner, only I remember what it was like before the change. That would make things easier, though I kind of hope you're wrong. Because you can't collect data if you can't record the change? Exactly. Gracie nods and begins tinkering with the settings again. I set the destination to 5 hours ago. You should arrive around 1:40 p.m. I complete the time leap machine just after 2. Do you remember? Barely. For Curiosity, that happened only 5 hours ago. For me, it feels like weeks. Maybe it has been weeks. I'm curious about what would happen if the world continued on without him. If someone else could also leap back after he has, would they leap to the same timeline and be together in the past, or would they be separated by splintering timelines? They would most likely be separated by splintering timelines. Because it's, in this game, it's actually said that you can never go back to a timeline that you have left. It is impossible. You can go to very, very similar ones where, like, the difference is, like, someone picked up a cup in one timeline, and then the only other difference is that person did not pick up that cup. But, like, in the anime, it's explained, and in here, too, it's kind of explained when we're reading the @channel stuff, from John Teeter, that, like, you cannot go back to a timeline that you have left. It is impossible. There's just too many timelines, basically. But you can go back to ones that are extremely similar. When it gets about the timeline thing, his mic copies in one version, goes back to the other, either the machine fails or he dies from microwave. Billy?
Hello.
Hello, Billy Bumble. We're playing Steins Gate.
Yee.
This the sweet one is gonna die again.
Oh.
Yeah, she's died about 7 times now.
Oh no no no.
I know.
Mischief.
Hey, Billy, did you sleep?
I did. I went to bed at about like 6:40-ish, I think, this morning. I got like 6 hours of sleep because I had to get up at like 12:30. I was the first one to go to bed.
I know. You weren't there when I joined the VC this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. If I hadn't had practice, I wouldn't have gone to bed.
Bruh. Nobody likes a man who can't remember dates. Well, be thankful that I make a habit of checking the time. I have a pretty good idea what happened when. Kiryu finished typing and turns to face me. Listen, Okabe, if you're going to keep using the time leap machine, there's one thing you must remember. Don't let go of your phone. Ever. It's your lifeline, your destination marker. As long as you keep it with you, you can leave it any time you want. But if you lose your phone, if someone else gets a hold of it, then if I leap to that time, my memories could overwrite theirs. I don't want to imagine what might happen next. If it breaks, or the battery dies, then I won't be able to leap to that time. If it breaks, then I can get a new phone with the same number, but there will be a period of time to which I can never leap. The time leap will fail. Once again, never let go of your phone. Got it. I got like 12 hours of sleep, so I'm vibing.
So cool for you.
It's so cool. After you leap back to this afternoon, just sit tight and don't do anything until I complete the time leap machine. Oh, they can go back further in time than the time leap machine. If you accidentally prevent me from completing the time leap of the machine, it will likely wreak havoc with the timeline. As soon as I finish, declare that we will not experiment, then send everyone home. Ask me to stay, tell me the truth. If you say you came from the future, I'll probably believe you. How do you know? Who knows me better than myself? Gracie grins faintly and stands up after she's done typing. I was gonna fix a ruin portal, but I forgot my fire. No! Don't forget, it was my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine. When you told me about your time leap, I took it as proof that my theories were right. I was happy it succeeded. I really was. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. I see. Just be safe. I should probably give you a passphrase. What I want the most right now is my own fork. What? It doesn't mean anything, okay? You want your own fork? I already have my own spoon. Wait, that doesn't matter. Everything's ready. Now get out of here. Become a god, make the fire stir. I'm sure breeze well. Yeah. The lay is following you. No! That's cute. I nod and call up the phone wave. Names of the change. Oh, we haven't had to say that in a while. Be careful, and remember, I'm always on your side. Kiryu touches my shoulder, then steps away. Goodbye!
Bye-bye.
Oh boy!
Bye now.
Time leap. We go back. I lie back on the sofa with my phone in my hand. Needles in my brain. A whining in my ears. These sensations never get any easier to endure. I look at the clock. It's about 1:45. There's a high school baseball game on TV. In about 15 minutes, Kirisi will finish the time leap machine. All is needed are some final adjustments. There's nothing for me to do but wait. Your brain, use your P to make fire. Yes, you can actually do this. No, I will not explain. I don't want to know. As the pain of my brain subsides, I realize that my head is throbbing. Why? Oh, I remember. Right before this, I had an argument with Mr. Braun in which he introduced his fist to my skull. Mayuri is at her sewing machine, working on her costume. Daru is at his computer, collecting moe artwork from the internet. Kurisu is in the development room, upgrading the time leap machine. The queen! I sit motionless.
Dead.
The queen is dead!
My pheromones!
The queen! Oh my god. I sit motionless as the minutes tick by. Oh my god, it's Mayuri.
Oh my god.
Suddenly the sound of the sewing machine stops.
Okarin! Okarin! Can you come here?
Mayuri shows me her costume.
Can you hold this for me? Spread it out like whap! What? Whap!
Like that. Oh, I remember this conversation. I should say flap again. I know Gamer doesn't want to say it. I remember this conversation. I've already said this. Stop it, perv. I love it. Ulter's voice simply did not get picked up during the Queen. Oh, it's because it cut out. So, guys, now that we're on the less serious part, right, I have some great news for you guys. Okay, so here's the thing. You guys remember, like, a little bit ago? Wait, the music? The music is the happy music. So you know. So on my mic, with Streamlabs, I have a compressor and a noise gate and all this sort of stuff, right? All the nice things to make my voice sound nice. And I could not figure out, for the life of me, why in my VODs, it sounds like my voice is peaking constantly. When I can see where my voice is when I talk in the mic. Like, it's just hitting the yellow, right? Which is where you want it to be. Like, that is the good place for it to be. But sometimes when I talk, like, not yelling, it's not there. And I'm just like, what the heck? My compressor's not that big. What's happening here? Blah, blah, blah. Now, separately to this issue, me and also Cakebird and a few other people have noticed that when I record stuff, there's like 6 different audio files. And by different, I mean separate, because they're all the same thing. Which means that when you hear it, it's just my voice amplified.
There's just so much.
And it's only, like, one of the audio files will be, like, me and what's ever happening on the desktop. And then every other one is just me. So my voice is amplified. And I think that's what's happening in the VODs. So it just sounds like I'm peaking constantly. But I don't know how to fix it.
Definitely in the OBS settings.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
where
like,
you change the music stuff. Cause like where you select the channels, it's probably when you switch to turn the music off, but instead you turn the sounds on for the mic.
I think it's just how I set up the OBS is that there are like 6 separate mics recording all at once instead of just the one. I don't know. I'll fix it eventually. The point is that I figured it out. Because it was bugging me for a while. And I feel like I'm going to fix it, and then people are going to be like, you're so quiet. What is happening? You're so much quieter on stream now. It is Daru. I follow Mayuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves.
Okay. Thanks.
Mayuri looks a little tired. She was working on this costume all night. But then she smiles, brighter than the sun.
All done.
I'd said something here, didn't I? What was it? I can't remember.
I finished before Christian. We were racing.
You win, Mayuri. Congratulations. I'm in your base. Is that a threat? I'm nervous now. Kirisi finishes connecting the 2 cords she's holding. Complete! Alright, that's my cue. We're not experimenting. Anyways, I love you, Cake, for an amazing stream. Thank you for including Ultir. Have a good night, buddy. Good God. Was that too soon? I just finished and you're already shutting it down? What have I been doing these past 3 days? Time leaping presents a host of problems. I want to consider them all carefully. Did you guys not eat my pumpkin pies? Pumpkin pies?
Uma gave us more gifts.
I haven't been on. Uma, I haven't been on.
This is true.
I want yeah, I want your pumpkin pies, yes. I haven't been on. I haven't been on yet. And I won't be on until tomorrow.
I have so much to catch you up on. Oh.
Write it in a book. And then give. Yes.
Alright. Okay.
A stack? There's a stack of pumpkin pies?
A book? Put
my
put
God.
story in book?
Where? I want it. I will eat only pumpkin pie while I build. Well, that's an unusually respectable opinion coming from you. No more slice of life ocarine. It is only serious Halloween ocarine.
Problems? I thought it was done.
I'll explain later. Everyone's tired, so let's go home. Uma, I'm so excited for the pumpkin pies. We're not gonna have a party to celebrate? We'll do that another day. I managed to convince Daru and Mayuri to leave. I lend Mayuri my phone charger since we use the same brand of phone. Kirisi tries to go home too, but I quietly keep her back. What? Are you upset? Yeah? Probably because I shot her down right after she finished the time leap machine. She'll feel relieved later, but only after she has time to fully consider its implications. It came from 5 hours in the future. Kirisi stares me with a piercing glare. Is that supposed to be funny? Her narrowed eyes make me believe that looks can kill. Don't glare at me like that! This isn't right! You're supposed to believe me! What made you think I'd believe something like that? You told me so! 5 hours from now, okay? Don't be ridiculous. I would never make such a baseless projection. I'd like to have a word with future Kurisu. If this is how we're gonna be, then you leave me no choice but to quote you word for word. When I told you about my time leap, you said I took it as proof that my theories were right. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. Don't forget, it was my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine. I don't talk like that. What you want most right now is your own fork. What? Kurisu's face suddenly turns red. You already have your own spoon, apparently. She said that? I'm gonna kill myself 5 hours from now. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool for her. She appears generally soft for some reason, but I'm pretty sure she believes me now. It feels like someone peeked into my heart, and that someone is Okabe of all people. What does she think I'm gonna do? But I think I believe you. Tell me the details. So I tell her about how Mayuri just simply dies. Over and over again. Good God. I explain everything to Kurisu again. I'm able to organize my thoughts better since this is my second time. I see. If what you say is true, then we have a serious problem. There are 5 hours until my Yuri dies. We need to come up with a plan before then. Future me said that the chronological projection conjecture holds, but I don't think that's quite right. That conjecture states that, according to quantum theory, time travel is impossible due to the danger of disrupting causality. But when you time leap, there's no chance of a time paradox occurring. Two of me don't exist at the same time, and I can't bring anything with me to the past. All that changes are the memories stored in my temporal lobe. So at the very least, time leaping can't cause a grandfather paradox. So I was right. The universe itself is censoring me, correcting any changes I try to make. If that's true, then time leaping can't save Mayuri. Nothing you do will change the result. I can't accept that. Neither can I. The world is trying to kill Mayuri. As a scientist, I refuse to believe such nonsense. What about the many worlds interpretation? I just need to observe the world where Mayuri doesn't die. The many worlds interpretation. That might have something to do with how Mayuri's means of death keeps changing. But it's supposed to be impossible for parallel worlds to observe each other. Why are you different? Because of my Esper power, reading Steiner. This is no time for your Chubuyo nonsense. There's no other explanation. You mentioned that reading Steiner thing before. Were you actually serious? Why would I make up something like that? Why would I make up something like that? Bro. Our demo experiments have proved that I can somehow perceive changes in the timeline when they occur. It's an ability only I seem to possess. Oh, I'm so sorry, Uba. I don't know, but I don't want to rely on something that may not exist. Anyway, you can't control which possibilities you observe. Even if the Mary World's interpretation holds true, it's unreasonable to expect that you'll ever find a world where Mayuri doesn't die. Wait, we're not getting anywhere. Instead of analyzing what I've done, let's think about what we can do. Time leaping won't change the result. I just said that. Then what do we do? Calm down. How can I calm down? Do you know how many times I've seen Mayuri die? Covered in blood, gasping for breath, the light fading from her eyes again and again and again. And all I could do is watch. I hear my teeth grinding my skull, recalling that despair, that feeling of utter powerlessness. Makes me want to lash out at everything within reach. Getting emotional won't solve anything. You're only calm because you aren't there. True. I don't know what happens in 5 hours from now. To be honest, it doesn't feel real at all. But it's not like I don't believe you. You have to stay strong, Okabe. Kurisu pats my arm. Her hand is warm and her touch is gentle. How American of her. Physical touch between friends? American! What the F? Sorry. She's right. Getting emotional won't solve anything. I need to calm down. Calm down. What I don't understand is how the cause can change, but the effect can stay the same. It's like causality itself is broken. Maybe Kiryu Moeka shooting her isn't the real cause of her death. Maybe it's something larger and less obvious. For example, maybe she dies because we invented a time machine, or because CERN discovered our hacking. If that's the case, if that's the cause, then it doesn't really matter how she dies. Causality remains intact. Can that theory explain why Nai pushed her in front of a train? Oh, right. Anyway, the principle of causality is absolute. Deny that and you deny all of physics. There must be a distinct cause for Mayuri's death.
その原因さえわ
So if we figure out what it is, then maybe we can save her. Not necessarily.
どういうことだ
What do you mean? The problem is when the cause event occurred. If it happened too far in the past, then there's nothing we can do.
タイムリープマシンがある
But I can travel to any time I had a cell phone, can't I? No, it's so theoretical, but I believe that one leap with our time machine has a maximum range of 48 hours. 48 hours? I can only go back 2 days?
なぜ今更そんな
Why didn't you tell me that before? Before what? I just finished the time leap machine, remember? That's true.
5時間後のお前も
Yuchi didn't say anything about it earlier. Either. Oh, so that's what you mean. Maybe she didn't just have a chance. So how come I can only leap 48 hours? I don't know. Even I don't understand everything that's going on inside that thing. But you can do consecutive leaps, that is, as long as a time machine exists. For example, the time leap machine remains functional for 10 straight years. You can leap back to this moment 10 years from now. Of course, it would take a total of 1,825 leaps, so I don't recommend it. Still, it's theoretically possible.
だったら何も問題は
Then what's the problem? 2 fish, 3 beehives, 1 ally, and a bunch of closers, or flowers. That's fun. This trip was nice. I am so very happy for you, Uma. Weren't you listening? I said as long as the time leap machine exists. When was the machine completed? Oh. Exactly, an hour ago. August 13th, 2010, 2 p.m. or thereabouts. It didn't exist before then. It's impossible to use the machine before 2 p.m. today.
つまり
So what you're saying is, count 48 hours back.
8月11日の
I can't go back further than 2 p.m. on the 11th? Gracie nods, her expression grave. Most likely.
改良できないのか
Can't you improve it? Eventually, maybe, but certainly not now. I need a real laboratory with real equipment. It would be expensive, which means we would need sponsors. And if we go looking, I'm pretty sure CERN would crush us. I say that proven... I'd say that's proven by the fact that neither you nor I have left here from the far future yet. So basically,
結局
we can't do anything.
タイムリープマシンがあっても
The path I made is just 2 big
お前が
circles.
テルに殺され
That's so cool for you,
結
Uma.
局避けられないのかよ
Even with the time leap machine, we can't stop CERN from killing Mayuri 5 hours from now. At that moment, I hear a sound from outside the window. What? Is it Moika? Did she overhear us? I dash to the window and look down at the street. It's Suzuha. Her bicycle has fallen over, and she's scurrying to pick it up. Our eyes meet.
あいつ
Why does she look so pale? Her lips move silently. So you guys remember how we were, so that it's established multiple times that Suzuha can effing hear them through the window? Anyway. Her lips move silently. It looks like she's whispering something, but I can't make it out from here.
おい
Hey.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. she just dipped. Wow. She said, nah, man. I call it to Suzuha, but she leaps on her bike and zips away. She's acting strange. I smell a conspiracy. Moika was a spy. Could Suzuha be the same? It's too dangerous to trust anyone. Suzuha has exhibited suspicious behavior, though not as much as Moika has. I'm gonna send you some screenshot of the trip. Oh, yes! Please! Oh my god. She's openly hostile towards Kurisu, and she was able to take down CERN's hit squad single-handedly. I wonder if this missing father of her really exists. Could he be the John Teeter who's been posting on the internet? What is the meaning of the name Beryl Teeter? Instinct tells me that she knows something. I dash out of the lab. Hey, where are you going? Wow, he just really dipped. I know I don't have much chance of catching her on foot, but I have to try. There's something going on here. This is a completely new sequence of events. According to my memories of the future, Suzuha is supposed to remain at the Braun 2 works up until 6:30 this evening. Cake, do you also want the screenshots from Uma's trip?
Yes.
Uma is asking. But when she's overheard me talking to Kurisu, she suddenly took off like a bat out of hell. This has to mean something. Oh my god, new stuff is happening. No. Suzuha's already out of sight, but when she left, she was headed for Chua Dori. I wonder if her phone's on. Maybe I should just try calling her. Come to think of it, this reminds me of something. On the day she failed to meet her father, she disappeared without a word. Just an email saying bye. I searched the town, but I couldn't find her, so I sent a D-mail that changed the past in order to make her stay. I'm pretty sure I lost her near the station back then. What happened on that timeline? Where did Suzuha go after failing to find her father? I search up and down Chuyadori, but find no trace of Suzuha on her bike. I have to be careful. There could already be rounders here in Akiba. I comb the area around the station's main exit, but there's no sign of her anywhere. I lost sight of her here before, so I thought she might be close by. Maybe I should corner her on the next time leave. Press her for answers before she can escape. I better get back to the lab. I start walking away from the station, but just then, the people around me gasp and point. Everyone's looking up at the sky. No, not the sky. The satellite embedded in the roof of Radikhan. Why now? It's been there for 2 weeks. It's practically a landmark now. But everyone looks like they're seeing it for the first time. So I turn and look up too. What? The lights on the satellite are blinking. Is someone inside? Who? Suzuha? Or could it be Moika? The satellite has remained silent through all of my previous time leaps. That's new! What has changed? Obviously the fact that Suzuha overheard my conversation with Kurisu. Previously I lost sight of her at the station, in other words, right next to Radikhan. Suzuha must be up there. Everyone's staring at the satellite. This is my chance to sneak in without being noticed. The shutters are half open, just as they were when I confronted Moika. I summon my courage and crawl through the crack. When I get inside, the first thing I see is Suzuha's bike lying on the floor. So it is her. What is she trying to do? What is that satellite? How is it related to John Teeter? Is it even a satellite? Nobody knows for sure. I checked online. No satellites fell out of the orbit that day. When they do, whatever by accident or by design, they usually burn up in the atmosphere. It's impossible for one to land in such a perfect condition. So what is it then? A jolt suddenly runs through my body. Could it be a time machine? There's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something. Here we go! Flower got half of my eggs, yo. History Channel. Ancient aliens. The elevator and escalator aren't operating, so I bound up the stairs 2 at a time. My lungs gas and my legs burn, but I force my body to carry me to the top. There's the satellite, lodged in Radikhan's roof. I notice a wire is holding it in place. The police must have done that so it wouldn't fall. There's a hatch open at the side of the machine. I see someone moving inside. Suzuha! The person freezes when I shout. I run to the satellite. Guys. Guys. Guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got an achievement. And it's an achievement telling me that I've completed 50% of the game.
Oh my god.
I...
Bro! I've been here for so long.
Oh boy.
50%! Bro! Like, logically that makes sense, because, like, this is, like, episode 14 of the anime, and that's about halfway through the anime, but, like... So anyways, serious stuff is happening. Would you like to be Suzuha, Cakebird?
Alright. Okabe Rintaro.
Suzuha turns to me with a sad expression. Behind her, I can see the interior of the satellite. It's surprisingly simple, without the switches and buttons you'd expect. Instead, there's a black box inside of a desktop PC. There are numbers on the screen. 2010-08-13, and below that, 1975-08-13. Suzuha reaches out to press a button.
Ow!
Sparks burst from the panel. She jerks back. Her fingertips burnt.
何をしている
What are you doing?
It's not working.
動かし方を知っているのか
You know how to use that thing? She doesn't reply. I see her shoulders sag.
It's not working.
Those sparks had to be from an electrical short. My ears are burning from the smoke. My eyes are burning from the smoke. Answer me, Amane Suzuha. I swallow hard, then ask the question.
これは
This is a time machine, isn't it?
お前は
Are you a time traveler? With her head hung low, Suzuha nods. Oh.
I'm John Teeter.
Hey! Guys! Should I explore the nether? If you want to, Uma. Like... Guys, the plot twist. And guys, when this came out, like, because John Teeter is a real thing that happened. When this came out, like, it being, like, some rando was, like, very possible. Anyways, it just clicked. It's very good. Like, all the stuff, it makes sense. There's still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. Ollie is gonna be pissed. Yeah. Suzuha has calmed down a bit, so I start pressing her for answers. I think Ollie is definitely gonna have to watch this VOD. Because, you know?
お前がジョン・タイターと
What do you mean you're John Teeter?
Exactly what it sounds like. I'm the John Teeter who's been posting on @channel.
男だと思っていた
I thought he was a guy. Suzuha smiles humorously.
I fooled you? Guess my camouflage works then.
何から隠れようとしていた
Who are you hiding from?
CERN.
ジョン・タイターとして書き込んだこ
Those
と
stories you posted,
もしか
were
して
they...
True. Mostly. A few exceptions.
If those exceptions, what... It's those exceptions that bother me.
お前は
So you came from 2036, and that satellite, that's your time machine.
I was hoping you wouldn't find out, but my time machine went and broke on me. I really screwed up, huh?
だがタイターのタイムマシンは
I thought Teeter's time machine was loaded on a Chevy.
Chevy? That's a car, right? Where'd you hear that?
2000年に現れたタイターが自分でそう言った
The Teeter in 2000 said so.
2000? That might be me on a different world line. At least, I haven't been to 2000. I came straight here from 2036.
That's why Teeter stopped talking, because the time machine broke? No, the time machine's been broken the whole time. Well, kind of. Okay. So, she's gonna probably say when the time machine broke, but the reason why she stopped talking on @channel was because she, like, kind of, like, already found the person that she wanted to get in contact with, which was Reader. There was no point in talking on @channel. Like, she doesn't need the time machine to, like, post to the internet. But they do tell you when it broke, exactly. So it was someone else. It's true that Teeter never posted in 2000, not on the current world line. It doesn't matter, can worry about that later. What do you know? I press Suzuha for answers, trapping her between me and the wall so she can't escape. You overheard my conversation with Kurisu, right? Why did you run to the time machine? What were you trying to do?
I thought it was my fault.
What?
Because I neglected my mission, CERN was able to put their plan in motion. Is it true?
Suzuha suddenly grabs my shoulders.
Is it true that CERN kills Shina Mayuri?
It's true. I time leap from 5 hours in the future.
Time leaped. So you guys completed your time machine.
I need answers. What do you mean it's your fault? Suzuha bites her lip and looks away.
I'll tell you everything. I think you need to know, you and Makise Kirisu.
Bastin. Oh, you found one? Is it the unused one? Kurisu. Why Kurisu? I guess I'll find out if I let Suzuha talk. We should head back to the lab. But first, I offer Suzuha my handkerchief. She looks at me for a second, then takes it and tries it around her burnt hand.
Thanks.
No clue? She should probably see a doctor for her hand, but there's no time for that. Mayuri's death is approaching. I just hope she's not in too much pain. I wrap a towel around her hand to keep people around us from staring.
Welcome back, Okarin! Oh! Suza-san's with you here too!
When we get to the lab, Mayuri and Daru are there for some reason. I thought I sent them home. Mayuri gives me a dazzling answer than I asked them.
I really thought we should celebrate the birth of Super Phone Wave-chan. So, Daru-kun and I went shopping.
I should have known she wouldn't stay away. Kurisu looks as worried as I am. She leans close and whispers into my ear. What do we do? Make absolutely sure Mayuri doesn't find out. Kurisu nods slightly. What are you guys whispering about? How many times do I have to say it? No party.
Come on, Okarin, that's no fun.
It's not about fun. I glance at Suzuha. She still looks depressed.
Suzu-san? Are you feeling okay?
Suzuha, Christina, and I have important matters to discuss. That's why I asked you to leave for today.
My Yushi wants to hear it too.
I think he's serious.
But Suzu-san looks sad. My Yushi's worried.
Sorry. Oh, that was Suzuha. Suzuha hangs her head and bites her lip. I know she feels responsible for Mayuri's death. But how is she related? That's why I'm here to find out.
I want Shina Mayuri and Hashida Itaru to stay. This concerns them too.
If Suzuha says so, then I have no objections. But I quietly pull her aside and remind her not to tell them about Mayuri's impending death. Then I quickly explained Suzuha's true identity, that she posted on at channel as John Tater, that the satellite is really a time machine, that it came from the year 2036.
未来人すげえマジパネっす
A girl from the future? That's awesome! Can I shake your hand?
Bruh.
I mean, that's like a reasonable request. It's not that weird.
To be fair, they don't know yet.
They don't know what yet.
What's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So it's just like, oh, cool, person from the future.
Yeah, right? They're not playing around here, Daru. What year were you born? Oh, sorry, that was you.
2017.
Oh, no, Suzuha! Don't say these things. I was born in 2017. See, like, okay, but think about it from their perspective. That's like... That's 7 years in the future for them. That's when she was born. Like, how old is she now, then? In our year of 2022. She's like... She's 5. 8? 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22.
Plus 3 is 8.
Keith. No, I mean 2009 to 2017. I said like around 7.
That's in 7 years. You haven't been born yet, but you're here? Huh?
You remember when I said 7? Anyway. There's no time to deal with my hearing's confusion. Alright, Suzuha, let's hear it.
Well, the gist is that what I posted on @channel. I came from the future, the year 2036. In my time, the world is a destroyed dystopia ruled by CERN. There's no war, no conflict, but no freedom either. Dystopia?
A society where every activity is controlled by the government. In a dystopia, you're not allowed to eat bananas unless today is banana eating day. If you break that rule, throw you in jail without a trial.
That's terrible! Mayushi loves bananas.
What a way to explain what a dystopia is.
No. Seems to have worked.
Forget about the bananas. Banana.
I'm part of the resistance fighting to free humanity from
I need to put
CERN's
banana
control.
eating day as one of the things that happens when you break banana.
Wednesdays are banana eating day.
Banana. And part of— oh, you already read that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I came to the past to change my present. From your point of view, I guess I should say the future. To change the future.
Chris, get the banana. Change the future. She doesn't sound like she's joking. We've already established that we're past joking.
What about finding your father? Was that a lie?
Suzuha doesn't answer. Does that mean it was a lie? CERN is a research institution. They don't have a political power. I explained that to John Teeter several times online. Wait, don't tell me you're Kuri Goa and that one. Kurisi turns red and looks away. Peter came forward, so it's only fair that I do too. In that case, I'll come clean too. I was posting under my true name, Howin Kyo.
I know.
They're both like, we knew who you were the whole time.
Ah, you harmonized.
Shizuha frowns. She must not like having anything in common with Kurisu. She clears her throat and continues.
CERN is still a research institution in 2036. The world is actually ruled by CERN's secret backers, the Committee of 300.
The Committee of 300. They're real? The name was in CERN's top secret documents.
When CERN successfully completed their time machine, they became the sole entity with power over the fourth dimension, time. In just 2 years, they remade the world to serve their purpose.
Just 2 years. But that's only in objective time. I bet CERN's time travel spent many decades leaping back and forth across history, building the foundations of CERN's rule.
That brings us to you, Makise Kurisu.
Shizuha glares at Kurisu.
In 2036, you apotheosized as the mother of the
Yeah. Sorry,
as the mother of the time machine.
So, apotheosized just, like, means that, like, put on a pedestal, essentially. Apotheosize. In Japanese, please?
Apotheosized, as in revered, respected.
I got it right! Yeah! I know big words. She keeps using unusual vocabulary. Or maybe that's normal vocabulary in 2036? Respected? Huh? I am?
In 2010, you pioneered time leap technology. Afterwards, you contribute to the development of CERN's time machine. That's what I know about Makise Kurisu.
Is that why she treats Kurisu like an enemy? Then I must be the father of the time machine, right?
Okabe Rintaro is a terrorist in 2036. You're pretty infamous.
Oh my god! I forgot about this whole plot, by the way. I vaguely remember what he does in the future. I just forgot that, he was labeled a terrorist. But I'm pretty sure that technically she's also a terrorist, like Suzuha. Like, she's part of the resistance. So she's, also technically a terrorist, but, wait, could you imagine being told, oh, by the way, in the future, you're a terrorist, and you're just like,
cool?
Okay. That's so cool for us. What? Seriously? I'm a terrorist in the future? I think I've said that word too many times for TOS, standards. I helped CERN build their time machine? I don't believe it. CERN experiments on people against their will. There are disgraced scientists everywhere. I would never collaborate with them. He got his wish, evil mad scientist? True.
But that's how it is in the future.
How did the future me explain herself?
We've never met. By 2036, you're already dead. Sorry.
Lol. Well, that's just great. I don't even make it to 50?
In my time, there are two kinds of people. Those who live extremely long lives, and those who die young, under suspicious circumstances. People who act against CERN are erased.
They erased me? Suzuha looks into Kurisu's eyes. For once, she's not glaring at Kurisu.
Maybe you were being used by CERN too. Maybe they took your parents hostage and forced you to work on their time machine.
No. Does that mean Mama's in danger? Kirisu's mother is in America. It's not terribly difficult to imagine CERN kidnapping her while Kirisu is away. Yeah, just effing tell someone they're gonna die. I mean, to be fair though, they're just kind of like, oh yeah, you're gonna die but for 2036. They're in 2010. That's like 20-ish years. Like, it's not immediately and impending, like, you know?
In 3 hours from now, you're gonna die, and you
Yeah.
can't stop it.
Mayuri's life be like. Can I say something? Keith, I mean, you are currently saying something in Twitch chat, yes. After I watched Mayuri kids kill Mayuri in cold blood, by knowing you will die is terrible. I mean, yeah. But, like, I think the idea here is that how they're saying it is, like, they're going to stop it. Like, that's the thing. That's the whole point, is that they want to stop how, like CERN taking over the world. So, by doing that, Kurisu wouldn't die by 2036. Yeah. Because she gets killed by CERN. Rounders. What's that? I think it's the first timeline we see where Kirisu dies. Suzuha had killed her, and as she time-leapt Okabe with his weird thing, accidentally hitched a ride, sort of. Is that like your prediction? Because I'm not going to tell you. You hold on to that, though. CERN's private army, or something like that. Suzuha nods.
On paper, they're an independent technology research firm. In reality, they do the dirty work for CERN all over the world.
According to Moika, they have two chief duties. First, to acquire IBM 5100s, the only computers that can access CERN's secret database. Second, to find promising scientists in the field of time travel and force them to cooperate with CERN, or eliminate them if they will not.
So, they already exist. I thought they might. In my time, they're our #1 enemy.
Dirty work? Doesn't mean, like, kidnapping and assassinations?
Oh, this is awkward.
Suzuha looks at me with a question in her eyes. I shake my head.
In my time, yes. But I don't think they've reached that level in this time yet.
Why are you lying? Or CERN took Kirisu out the first time? There is visibly relieved. Amani-san, you said that most of what you posted as John Teeter was true, right?
Right.
Does that mean you know how the universe works? You claim that the Everett-Wheeler model, the many-world interpretation, is correct.
That was a lie. Camouflage so that CERN wouldn't target me. If I mix one lie into the truth, then a bad apple spoils the barrel.
So you don't know?
I do. By 2036, scientists have successfully modeled the structure of the universe, and it's not the many worlds worlds interpretation.
Really? Tell me. Attractor fields.
Right. I told you by mail, didn't I?
What sort of model is that?
The universe is made up of world lines and attractor fields.
Suzuha walks over to Mayuri's sewing table and picks up a ball of red yarn. She holds one end of the yarn and drops the ball to the floor, then holds about a meter of yarn in front of her face.
The universe is like this piece of yarn.
Why is it just like...
Why does it look like that?
Why is it actually just like a picture of real life yarn? That's not a drawing.
Yeah, it's like a background that looks so... Anyway, countless possible world lines exist, side by side, branching out into infinity.
Okay, cool. That's so cool, Suzuha.
From a distance, It looks like a single string, but when you look closer, the string is actually made up of individual threads woven together.
I'm uncomfortable with this image. Mood.
At the end, those threads converge on a single point. The paths are different, but the destination is the same.
Isn't that determinism?
Close. This model is a little looser. You could say it cherry picks from the many worlds interpretation. And the Copenhagen interpretation?
If the branches all lead to the same place, does that mean there's only one world in the end?
Exactly. The bundle of world lines that share a point of convergence is called an attractor field. There are also many attractor fields. This string is attractor field alpha. The threads are alpha world lines.
Suzo has then cuts meter lengths of blue, yellow, and white yarn.
Blue is beta, yellow is gamma, and white is delta. Each is made up of countless beta world lines, gamma world lines, or delta world lines.
He twists the different colored strings together, then stretches them out as one fat multicolored string.
Attractor fields are superpositioned like this. In each attractor field, the world lines converge on a different result. They don't interact. Each attractor field is independent of the others. Of course, they all diverged from a common point, somewhere in the past, and they will all converge again at some point in the future. But that takes many hundreds of years.
The female urge to insult an X-ray mod. Don't do that. Uma.
Oh, you can think of the attractor fields as very long world lines.
Can you compare it to an... Yup. There's no erotic one here. No, he's right. It's like a... That's so cool. Each heroine's root is an attractor field, and the small joints one are the individual word lines. That's so cool for you, Rutaro. But at the end, they all enter the true root for the grand ending. The only difference is the length of the common parts. By the way, I choose a little... That's so cool for you. I feel like they do these explanations to explain it to the person playing the game. And I'm insulted about that. Whatever. You guys are hopeless. Better do something quick.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Don't worry about it. Just ignore them. Let me get this straight. The reasons I can't save Mayuri is that her death is the event upon which this attractor field converges. But that means the world really is killing Mayuri. But then, isn't it impossible to change the future? If it always converges in the end, right? No matter where you do, the result is the same? That's right. That's why Mayuri dies no matter how many times I leap.
We have to escape attractor field alpha.
Yo! Neko, hello! Thank you so much for the raid! Hello!
Yo.
How are you guys doing? Yo!
Yo, it's Chimby Gimby.
Yo, hello, hello, hello! What were you doing? I'm assuming Minecraft. But maybe not? Maybe not, though? Life is Strange 2? Yo! Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so...
Oh boy.
Let me explain. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let me explain. We are playing through all of them? Oh, yo. Oh my god. Life is Strange, like, Life is Strange is such a well-written game, man. Like, oh my god. I'm so excited for you guys to play through all of them. Have you played them before? The first one is, like, is iconic. I want to play it someday. You definitely should. The first one, like, the rest of them are really good, but the first one had, like, such... I don't know, when it came out, it was just so different than basically any other game that was coming out at the time, that it was just... First time playing them? Oh my god. Okay, Neko? What was your final choice? Did you save Chloe, or did you save the town? I need to know. And I'm gonna base my entire opinion on what you chose. I saved Chloe. I saved Best Girl. Yeah, okay. Neko was just like, I wanted the lesbians to exist. Anyways. I spent the whole game saving her? That's true. It is technically the true ending. In the second game, you actually go by the town, and there's a sign there that says, like, in memorial of, like, the town that got destroyed. Plus, I think that's one part where you go to a different time and, like, mess me up. Yeah. But I would have saved the town.
Speaking of timelines.
Speaking of timelines and time travel, Neko, speaking of time travel, we're playing a game about time travel as well. I know you're playing the second one, which is actually about like the brothers, but like, we're also playing a game about time travel. Let me explain this game about time travel. It's a group of friends who mess around with a microwave so much that they accidentally invented a time machine. And now they have to face the consequences of their actions. Which is, namely, a big giant corporation that also wants a time machine was just like, no, we want all of that, though. And they decided to kill people about it. And so now they're kind of, like, talking about how not to do that. So, trigger warning, people die.
Violently.
Very violently. Like, accidentally falls in front of a train violently. So anyways. But you guys were watching Life is Strange. It's, like, no more graphic than that, so... yeah. Apparently, we're halfway through the game, because I got an achievement that we're halfway through the game. I've been playing this game since June. I need you guys to know this. Escape?
Guys, the story is very good. Do recommend.
It's very good.
In other words, we're going to jump to a world line in Tractor Field Beta.
I thought attractor fields couldn't interact.
Attractor fields are normally separate, but if we got to the instant they diverge...
The instant they diverge. Is that now?
I was taught that a major divergence occurs in 2010. This year, an earth-shattering event causes divergence at the tractor field level. The last time such a divergence occurred was in the year 2000, and before that, in 1991.
I'll be honest, I wasn't caught up on nothing what happened at all this stream. We only just got to chapter 2 in the game. Okay, fair enough. I know as much about this game as I did 5 minutes in this stream. That's fair.
What happened in those years? Events that changed the face of the world. Huh?
1991 was the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? But what happened in 2000? 2001 had the 9/11 attacks.
The year 2000 problem.
Y2K. Yeah, Y2K! But that was just hype. Nothing happened.
That's because the alpha world line we're on represents a world where Y2K didn't occur.
Guys, who wants to hear about what Y2K is? And why it actually... Yeah, Uma doesn't know what Y2K is! Yeah! Okay, so Y2K. This is a thing in our world too, okay? Most of the stuff they talk about are like real things. Anyways, Y2K. So we're talking about, okay, think about a computer and how it shows the date on the computer. Most computers, how they showed the date in the 90s was they would only show the last 2 digits of the date. So for instance, if it was 1991, it would show 91 for the date. Now, when 2000 hit, it was going to say 00. Yeah, that Y2K. It was going to say 00, right? And so, like, that would mess up a bunch of computer systems because it would make the computer think that it was 1900, which was obviously incorrect. And the thing is, the reason why that didn't happen was because people knew it was going to be a problem and a bunch of programmers fixed it. Okay? So, like, that's why it didn't happen. It wasn't because, like, oh, like, everyone was worried about it and then it just didn't happen. People actively fixed the problem. And I guess people, like, a lot of people don't know that they actually, like, knew it was going to be a problem and actively fixed it. Guys, you guys want to know something actually really interesting? The next time a problem like that's going to occur is 2036. So we get to look forward to that. Anyway. I think I heard about something like that. Yeah, like, I mean, like,
Wait, isn't that where Suzuha's from?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
It's on purpose.
Yeah.
2036. Yeah, so 2036 is the time when any computer that's a 32-bit computer just will stop working. Just so everyone knows. So if you have a 32-bit computer, it will simply stop working. Sorry. You probably don't, but like... So the reason why is because... Okay, so, like, this happened with, like, this is, like, the really easy way to explain this is there is, okay, so think about Pac-Man, the video game. Like, the first arcade games, right? So, arcade games, they have a certain amount of memory that they can continue going. There is a level in Pac-Man where if you go past that level in Pac-Man, like, I think it's, like, level 200 something. Timmy Gibby, thank you so much for the follow! I think if you go past that point, it will, like, the game will start glitching, and, like, it won't be able to, like, render the game graphics and everything like that, blah, blah, blah. That's what's gonna happen in 2036 with a bunch of 32-bit computers. They just won't have enough, essentially, like, memory to hold. But most of computers now are 64-bit, and, like, for us to get to that point with a 64-bit computer, I think we'll be in the year, like, 1 trillion or something dumb like that, so it simply won't be a problem. But there's a Wikipedia article. If you guys look up the 2036 problem, there's a Wikipedia article that has a countdown to 2036. It's quite interesting. I did a project on this, can you tell? Like, a whole project on John Teeter, IBM 5100s, CERN, World Lines, 2036, like... a lot. Yeah, but the countdown thing, I looked at it in 2014, which is the year I did the project. I'll be 29 by then, I think. How old will I be in 2036? How many years is that from now? So it's 6, and then 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 14 years. So I'll be 40. I'll be 40 in 2036. That's so cool for me! I mean... Brah. Brah. So in other words, there are worlds where it did occur.
And that brings us to 2010.
Gimme. I would love you to guess how old you think I am right now.
Keith!
Keith! Keith, what the F? Keith.
Well, how old did you think Altair was before you knew that?
Yeah, please. I would love to know. But Keith, I always get people to guess. It's just a thing. Like 23? That is the oldest guess I've gotten ever. Yeah, I know. To be fair, I am like... Can I say this? Like...
Uh-huh.
No, people know how old you are, right, Kickbird?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I am about 10 years older than you, so...
That's whack.
Guys, don't say your ages in chat! What the F? Anyways, the point is that, why not? Because specifically, especially if you're a minor, that is, how you get found on the internet. By people who just want to do bad things to you. Yeah.
This stream is sponsored by NordVPN. Keep yourself safe in the back rooms today. Protect yourself from entities with NordVPN. Use this link to get 20% off. The link is in the Cultier Discord. Use !Cultier to get 10 free Cultier coins today. This is not a scam. This is real, not fake.
Anyways, we're continuing with this.
Did something big happen this year?
I'm ugly, no one wants me.
Oh no, Mayuri. Uh-oh.
Chibi, it doesn't... That's not the point. Like, I get that you don't understand it right now, but trust me, when you're an adult, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, ah, I get it now. Like, saying stuff like that is like, I just don't care. Please be safe. Like, for
please
real.
care. Start caring today.
Please be safe.
For free.
Real.
No cost. Start caring.
Start caring. Please have self-preservation. Please.
What else could it be?
Suzuha looks towards the development room.
But the creation of humanity's first time machine. Oh, yeah! Wow!
That's so cool for Mayuri.
We love Mayuri.
One more question. Kirisa keeps plowing ahead. I guess that's what makes her a scientist. These world lines aren't parallel worlds, are they? I'm just dumb and trust anyone I've talked to for more than a day. Now, here's the thing. There's a difference between talking to someone who's older than you and, like, bad things happening.
This is why Cultier is gonna get cancelled. We've established this.
But why do you say these things? Because, like, the thing is like, okay, so, like, God, like, I hate to have to explain internet safety right now. So basically, like, people who want to do those types of things, they will isolate you so that you don't have, like, the outside source to, like, tell you that something is going wrong. Because if you were in a situation where, like, you are, like, being, like, led, like, a little bit, you just won't, like, you won't realize that something wrong is happening unless some outside source tells you. So, like, it is extremely unlikely to happen in a scenario where you're, like, in a big group chat, or you're, like, talking, like, in a big Discord server. It's more of a problem if it's just, like, a one-on-one conversation. So, like, if you're like, oh, I'm making friends online, and you're in a big group chat in Discord, you know? Is this if you, yeah. I won't do stuff like that. Okay, it's fine.
No, ultimately, they're just possibilities that exist simultaneously. I cannot speak.
She uses funny words. Then how do you observe the differences between the world lines? Wouldn't you need a god's eye view to do that?
Normally, however...
Suzuha looks at me. Don't tell me. Reading Steiner?
Is that what you call it? Okabe Rintaro. You have the power to observe changes across world lines, correct?
Yeah.
That's the key.
Nothing. They're just talking about how he can, like, see different world lines. This is you.
Oh, shit. I was just listening to her talk. I was like, yep, those story words. Your power is the key to freeing the world from CERN's rule. You have the power of a god. Don't give him that! Why would you give him that?
She's just like, I'll give the person with a god complex more god complex! What could possibly go wrong? My power.
If you escape Attractor Field Alpha and reach a Beta world line, then the result will change.
I feel a shiver of excitement. He's like, oh my god, I'm the main character, let's go! So there's hope? I can save Mayuri? Suzuha nods firmly. Then I must do it. I have no choice. Wait a second. Kurisu, however, is not so enthusiastic. How do we know this is all true? What if Amane-san is just making stuff up? She's like, biatch? Oh, she's like, what? I'm not making stuff up. Calm down, I'm not trying to pick a fight. But I still have questions. 1. How do you know about Okabe's power? 2. How did you know Okabe and I were in Akihabara in 2010? Don't you know a little too much for someone born in 2017? She has a point. Everyone looks at Suzuha.
It was written in Dad's will.
His will? What do you mean?
What?
Oh, sorry.
His will was what made me decide to time travel. My dad was one of the founding members of the Resistance. He hid from CERN and researched time travel on his own. He wanted to change the future. But CERN killed him. That's why I'm here. To fulfill his dream.
I'm sorry. Suzuha doesn't look at Kurisu. She still seems to have a grudge against her. Kurisu would never actively cooperate with CERN. I know that, but I just can't say it in front of Suzuha. Hi Oak, how you doing? For some reason, Suzuha really does see Kurisu as responsible for the problems of the future. But if that's the case, why did Suzuha just kill Kurisu? Wouldn't that change the future too? I'm doing great, Oak. We're learning so much about time travel. Time travel? So cool. Maybe she can't. Worldline convergence. No matter how hard I struggle, Mayuri dies. Similarly, it may be impossible for Suzuha to kill Kurisu, no matter how much she may want to. Suzuha clears her throat as if to change the subject.
Akihabara, 2010. The time machine created here accelerates CERN's own time machine research. We have to stop that from happening in order to guide history in a new direction.
Stop it? How? CERN already knows about us. It's clear from Moeka's attack.
Dad believed that the ultimate cause was the very first email you sent with your time machine.
メールデータ
An email.
ハッ
It wasn't because they caught us hacking.
だから僕のハッキング
Like I said, nobody can catch my hacking.
でもメールデータって
Which email are you talking about?
あれじゃないかな
I know. Wasn't it the email Okarin sent that says Christian died?
Right. The email I sent to Daru right after Dr. Nakabayashi's conference.
あれね
Oh, that... Back then, we hadn't yet realized that the following names of the change was a time machine.
その時空を超えたメールも
CERN probably intercepted that email and realized what it meant.
あの時から
They were already on us back then? Come to think of it, the first time I met Moeko was the day after I sent that email.
泳がされてたんだ
We
な
really jumped in the deep end, huh?
マユシーはね
Mayushi's
が得意だよ
good at the breaststroke.
That's so cool for Mayuri. Mayuri's just like, I can swim!
はいはい水中 M 字開脚水中
No.
M 字開脚
I
しかし
See, I'm still convinced that Mayuri, like, understands a lot more of the dirty jokes than she lets on. And so she just says things to, like,
Based.
get Daru to do, like, to just say, like, dumb things. Like, I swear she probably was just like, I can do the breaststroke. Because she knew that that would be, like, the funniest one to say. But how did they intercept our email? Hundreds of millions of emails are sent around the world each day.
セルンはエシュロンのネットワーク
CERN uses the Echelon network to collect communications pertaining to time travel research worldwide.
I know what that is. And I want to make sure that I actually know what that is. Hold on. Where are the tips? According to conspiracy theorists, Echelon is an advanced single interception signal based in the United States and operated by the National Security Agency. However, American authorities have never publicly admitted to Echelon's existence, and no proof that it exists has ever been found. Participants' countries allegedly include the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, but not France. That's so cool. As an ally of the United States, Japan can allow the construction of domestic Echelon stations in exchange for access to the elephant case antenna array. Japan is rumored to be one such station. This is a real thing. Because isn't this... Wait, isn't this actually pronounced echelon? Hold on. I swear to God this is real and that it exists and I have heard about it. Hold on. Hold on. There's a lot of things that are called this. Are you real? What the F? Yeah, it's real. When did it become public? That's all I want to know. When did you become public? Tell me when you became public. Oh, okay, that's 2001. $2015. Wow! What's your favorite chip flavor? I really, like, this is gonna sound horrible, but I actually really just like plain chips. Okay. Two internal NSA news letters from January 2011 and July 2012, published as a part of the Edward Snowden leaks by the website The Intercept on the 3rd of August 2015, for the first time confirmed that NSA used the code word echelon and provide some details about the scope of the program. Echelon was part of an umbrella program with a code name Frosting, which was established by the NSA in 1996 to collect and process data from the communication stations. Frosting has two sub-programs. Transcendent for intercepting Soviet satellite transmissions, Echelon for intercepting instant satellite traditions. So it's a real thing that got exposed in 2015. I love that for them. That's so cool. Anyway. Most people do. They're really good. Like, All Dress is quite good as well. USA? No, the NSA is what I was saying. NSA is National Security, something. Like, what it said in here. Anyways, it exists. I knew it exists. I knew I heard about this. UAS? It does read through! It got confirmed in 5 minutes from now!
So
Echelon,
cool
it
for
really
Steins
exists.
Gate.
I love that, like, guys, I need to tell this for, the people who came with the raid. But, like, okay, so CERN spelled with a C instead of an S, like it is in the game, is a real company, okay? That does exactly what they do in the game. Except for the time travel thing, obviously. Maybe they do. But basically...
Maybe, lol.
Basically, when this game came out, they were basically like, oh yeah, we just smashed particles together. And people were like, wouldn't that create a black hole, maybe? Theoretically? And they're like, no, it wouldn't create a black hole. That would be silly and also super dangerous. We would never do that. And people were like, it sounds like you're making miniature black holes. And they're just like, no, we're not. No, that's silly. That's so silly. They did. I think in, like, I don't know, like 2018 or something like that, 2017, they were just like, guys, guess what? We made a miniature black hole! And everyone was just like, okay, and they were like, and guess what? We're not gonna tell you when we did! But we did it! Anyway. I just really like how Steins Gate really just predicted the future. As an expert on conspiracies, me too. I understand the implication, and they terrify me. No one else seems to get what Susan is saying, though.
Echelon sees everything. Any transmission that even hints at time travel is filtered and sent to CERN.
For example, an email that appeared to have come from the future.
We need to find the record of that email in CERN's database and delete it. If you do that, then CERN will never know you exist. Your time machine won't be completed in 2034. If we're lucky, the program may be shut down entirely.
In other words, deleting that data will take us to the attractor field where CERN doesn't build a time machine. Guys, wouldn't it be crazy if, like, in 2034, CERN is like, guys, by the way, we invented a time machine? Because I would lose my mind. I'm in the bus, so I have to turn off my sound, but hello? Hopefully Dark God sees that. Concerned, So anyway. The IBM 5100.
The IBM 5100.
I thought you would say the IBM 5100 instead of 5100. I'm late, I gotta go to sleep. Have a good night, Uma! It is quite late for you. I'm, like, I was planning on ending this like an hour ago, but that clearly didn't happen.
Goodbye! Good night.
That happened, I would split Alt F4 out of life, lol. Oh. Of course! CERN's IBM 5100 database.
That's probably where they store the data from Echelon.
So that's what it is. Damn it, Dara, why can't we use a IBM 5100 earlier? We never had one? What are you talking about? I got one, remember? Huh? Right, that was on a different world line. On this world line, I never found an IBM 5100.
My mission is to make sure you acquire an IBM 5100.
You have one? Suzuha shakes her head.
I'm going to 1975 to obtain one.
1975. The year that IBM 5100 went onto the market. I know because the John Teeter in 2000 said that was his mission. Was that John Teeter Suzuha too? Anyway, if Suzuha can get us an IBM 5100, then we can leave the subtractor field and jump to a beta world line, where CERN never finds us and their time machine is never completed. Mayuri won't have to die.
よしならば全
Alright, we need to move fast. How soon can you leave Suzuha?
そうしたいのは山々なんだけど
I was trying to leave when you caught me, but
Suzuha bows her head apologetically. I look at her burnt hand. She's hiding it from Mayuri and Daru, but I can see the blood staining my handkerchief. It hurts to look at. Maybe we should get her to a doctor.
タイムマシンは
Right, your time machine's broken.
直せないの
can you
Can you
fix
fix?
it? Oh,
Oh. That's me! Haha!
私は父さんが作ったものに乗ってきただけだから
well,
Hope we have a winning path we can win. Keith,
Well-
I've already said that it, like, the game, the first time you play the game, locks you into one of the endings. So, like, I literally, like, I am already locked to be in one of the endings. Like, I'm locked to be on the true ending. The first time you play. You have to replay the game to get either the bad or the good ending.
仕組みそのものはマニュアルを完璧に暗記してるけど
It's a
I've
cake
memorized the
Oh,
manual, so I know how it works, but
that's so cool for you, Suzuha. It doesn't mean she knows how to repair it. And there's no guarantee that a time machine from 2036 can be repaired with today's technology.
タイムリープマシンで遡るのは
Maybe we can use a time leap machine to go back before Amane-san's time machine broke.
っていうか
Wait, you're gonna use the time leap machine? Wasn't the plan not to experiment?
ってことでファイナルアンサーじゃ
I still haven't told Daru about my time leaping. There's no time to explain.
場合によっては使うそれで鈴葉に
Let me be excited about what? We'll use it if the situation demands. Do you know when it broke, Suzuha?
no. But it was probably the rain a few days ago. It's supposed to be all airtight, but the inside was all wet when I checked it today.
あんだけ派手にビルに激突してんだしその時に
Maybe it made a hole when you crashed into Radekon?
あれは激突したんじゃないよ
That wasn't a crash. The coordinates were slightly off, so it just appeared there.
あそこにあのマシンって結構不安定なの
It's not exactly the most stable machine.
それで雨が降ったの
And you remember when it rained?
10日の朝
The morning of the 10th, just before dawn. The time leap machine can only cover 48 hours in a single leap. And the time leap machine was complete today, the 13th, at 2 p.m. That means we can't go further back than 2 p.m. on the 11th.
ダメだ
And we can't get there with the time leap machine.
届かない
I thought we had a glimmer of hope.
直す努力はしてみるべきだと思うわけだが
I think we should try to fix it.
そうだよ
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
It's
for it.
me. It's a time machine, so we have plenty of time, right?
Based. Mayuri, based. Mayuri's like, we have infinite time. Everyone else is just like, bro, you die in 4 hours. Curiously, Suzuha and I say nothing. We know. We know. In less than 2 hours, Mayuri will die. It's already 5:30. There's barely enough time to sneak into Radekon, let alone fix Suzuha's time machine. Maybe I should leap now to 2 p.m. on the 11th. Then we'll have 2 full days to fix the machine.
みんな小腹が空いただろ
You're all hungry, aren't you? You should be.
いきなりなんぞ
What's this all of a sudden?
マユシは腹ペ
Mayushi's hungry.
As expected from a glutton. I take a 10,000 yen bill out of my wallet.
マユリ誰
Mayuri, Daru, I leave the shopping to you. We can come up with a plan while we eat.
わあ
Wow, Okarin! What are we going to do with all this money?
It's like $100. Like, it's a lot of money, but like, it's not like...
これで買ってこいと言っているの釣りはいらん
Buy food. Lots of food. Use it all.
へ
$100. Like, that's a lot of food, but it's not like... Like...
But like the never mind.
It's $100. You just calmly hand over a 10,000 yen bill? Wow, Ocarina, you make it look easy. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. Mayuri and Daru leave in high spirits. I knew the 10,000 yen bill would work. Christina, Teeter. Teeter? Is
Teeter?
that me?
Is that
Oh,
me?
sorry. Who else?
Why are you calling me that now?
Because you're the one behind Teeter's mask, and
That's
also-
what the mask is.
Oh, what the point of the mask is. This is also 2010, not today. It was Quokmar. It's not that much more. Like, $100, like, in 2010 is not, like, that much more. Like, it's not like, oh my god, $100 more. Like, it's $100. This is
Well, yeah, but
just give up. Okabe rarely calls anyone by their name.
oh yeah, he always calls me part-time warrior for some reason.
Listen, you two. I'm going to leave at 2 p.m. on the 11th. After Teeter explains herself again, we'll start repairs in the time machine. Our goal is to have it working by this time today. Is that the best plan? It's better than trying to fix it when we only have 2 hours left. If it doesn't work, I'll just keep repeating the same 2 days.
I'm sorry.
Tatter, we're counting on you to get us an IBM 5100. Never forget, I'm not doing this for you, and I'm not doing it for the future. My mission is to save Mayuri. Call me self-righteous if you want. However, I'm doing this my way. Kurisu and Susuha give me an encouraging nod in agreement. Good, then let's begin. You're not gonna name the operation? Who cares about that? This isn't a game. Mayuri's life hangs in the balance. You couldn't find a good Norse mythology themed name?
Why Norse mythology?
I don't think there's a deep meaning behind it. Shibuya patients just love dramatic names for some reason.
Now that you mention it, most of our operation names in the Resistance have dramatic names too. Whenever I ask, they say it's tradition.
It's like the biggest hint in the entire game. So there's still Shibuyas in 2036. Cut the chatter! Mayuri's life hangs in the balance. There's no time for this nonsense. Kurisu sets up the time leap machine while Suzuha goes to turn on the 42-inch CRT. Well, before Mayuri returns, I leave. And we will end stream there. After he gets to the thing so I can save, lol. It is the 11th at 2 p.m. We save. Bonk. I can't believe I got an achievement that said 50%. Like, logically that makes sense, but like, oh my god. Like, I didn't realize it was gonna be like, it was like, you got 50%! And I'm just like, I've been playing this game for so long. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining the stream. You know, thank you. Oh my god, I haven't played Side Games in like 2 weeks, and I just like was so nervous to play it because of like the fact that like excuse me, that like it's just, oh my god, just like Mayuri dying over and over again. I think it gets like kind of better from here, but we'll see.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. We'll see. Are people that are from are people that are from yeah, okay, people that are from the countdown SMP. Do you guys know if anyone else that's doing the countdown SMP is live right now?
Let me check this. Let me check. No one that I can tell who has the status.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if like Neko or Chimbi have like people that we could raid. I wonder if I write down countdown SMP into the search bar, what would pop up? F all.
That's so cool.
Well, actually, that's not true. Oh my god.
Oh?
Okay, if you write down countdown SMP and you go to past videos, like, so, like, you scroll by, like, people that are actually live, it, like, shows my stream from yesterday.
Ah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my god, actual search, you can, discoverability on Twitch?
Oh my god! Discoverability?
Discoverability?
Oh my god! What? Okay. Well, so we could raid Derivacat for the lulz. She's playing Detroit Become Human. She's right at the beginning. Or, like, by that, she's been playing for 4 hours, but, like, it says part 1. You want to raid for Derivacat?
Wait, hold on, let me see if...
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. Yeah,
Okay.
no one's live that I know of.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Maybe we raid someone new. Hold on. Smaller communities.
Oh, I mean, Broken Admin's live.
Yeah. I usually choose him if there's no one else to raid.
There's someone knitting socks.
Oh!
That's wonderful. There's a person editing.
That's so cool for them.
What?
Join the Discord for type culture comments.
Who just joined?
What?
No one.
What was that?
What do
That
you
was
mean?
terrifying.
What?
This person is editing TikToks. What the F? That is so random. That is so very weird. Oh my god. There's hardcore. There's just like, there's so much Minecraft. It's just all Minecraft.
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 Minecraft. Just Minecraft.
Knitting.
Okay, what about this one? What's this person doing?
Only one person knitting.
Guys, they're a brand new streamer.
Oh my god.
I'm a brand new streamer. I'm just super excited to be here. I'm 22 and just graduated college and have always had a passion for video games and making videos.
Yo.
My son's
Ah.
Guys, we're gonna rate this person. They seem pretty chill. They are playing Minecraft. And it just seems like a very just chill stream. That's like basically it. It was super chill. Alright. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow earlier than usual because it's like my early time. I don't know exactly what time, but earlier, and probably on the Countdown SMP. And then I will be... I don't know if Dark Dungeon is streaming, but if he is, I will be on his stream because we're gonna make a map. So I will, if he is streaming, I'll like announce it in the Discord so that you guys can like follow the link and like be there. If you guys want to watch me and Dark Dungeon just like make a map of the server after it being up for a little under a week. Yep, and then I don't know what else I'm doing. Who knows? Thank you guys for coming to watch Steins Gate. Oh my god, I can't believe we're only 50% of the game. I started playing this game in June.